Game 2 of the Labor Day Classic, live from Ivor Wynne Stadium in Hamilton. The Argos and Ticats in a game that's been circled on the calendar for months. And you have to know the locals are restless this losing season in Hamilton and expecting a nasty brand of football tonight. And as if this rivalry needed any more fuel, the Argos' Damon Allen is poised to break the pro football passing record on their turf. The conditions ideal as we make the turn to the fall and the road to the Grey Cup. Just a little wind out of the northwest and a mild evening here on Labor Day in the Steel City. Mike Pinball Clemens and his Argos are on a 3-game winning streak in the midst of a 5-game series of games against Eastern opponents. A win today always sweet on Labor Day, but they'll take over second in the East if they do. Ron Lancaster, he's been 5-1 in the last 6 Labor Days he's coached. Refused to speak to his players after last week's embarrassing loss to Saskatchewan, and says he's just asking his players to compete tonight. And a reminder, this Labor Day Classic coming to you in HD. The Tiger Cats won the toss, and they have elected to receive the ball as Damon Allen ponders history tonight at Ivor Wynne. Quinney and Holmes are back to return, and it's Corey Holmes from his 13-yard line. Holmes outside getting some blocks and is hammered across the 35. Rashard Livingston making the tackle for Toronto. But Jason Moss, it's been a tough season to say the least. Pulled in back-to-back losses against Saskatchewan. His team yet to score a touchdown in 3 consecutive home games.
Major foul, unnecessary roughness, Toronto number 13. 15-yard penalty, first down.
And the penalty to Clifford Ivory will give Moss and the Tiger Cats tremendous field position at their own 52-yard line to start this opening offensive drive. Moss has yet to throw a touchdown pass against the Argos in 2 games this season. He's under pressure and motivated here tonight in front of the Labor Day throng. They'll start on the ground as Corey Holmes with a big first down.
Well, we'll start with the game notes, looking at Toronto's offense. Offensively, over the moon. Damon Allen looking to break Warren Moon's professional football career passing yard mark tonight. Labor Day, and defensively for the Argos, quiet the riot. It's always loud on Labor Day in Hamilton. They need to quiet the fans down and shut that Hamilton offense down.
Really interesting Rona game notes. Here's Moss rolling and throwing, and Terry Vaughn makes the catch and is very close to a 2nd consecutive first down. Now the Rona game notes for the Tiger Cats.
Yeah, offensively we've seen it already. Corey Holmes involved. Holmes sweet home. Well, at Ivor Wynne they have not scored a field goal or a touchdown for the past 3 games. Corey Holmes may have something to say about that. Tonight, defensively, Holy Mackinac, they've allowed 99 points in their last 2 games. Can't average letting up 49.5 a game.
Gain of 11 by Vaughn. Another first down is Josh Ronick this time into the game in the backfield along with Corey Holmes. But Holmes is the featured back we anticipate here tonight as they try to get the ball into his hands.
Yeah, whatever they're doing. Corey Holmes starting at running back. It all's revolving around intensity right now. Watch this offensive line fire off. They're creating holes for their backs. We haven't seen this from the Ticats all season. And both Holmes and Ronick can take advantage when they have that much space.
Mike Morielli into the game now at slot back. A 5-receiver set on 2nd and 4 for the Tiger Cats. Moss facing a 4-man rush, steps up into the pocket, throwing downfield and incomplete. Intended for Terry Vaughn. And Orlando Steinauer was right there in coverage. The ball too far.
They had 1-on-1 coverage here. Steinauer matched up with Terry Vaughn. This is something you want to take advantage. Watch the left of your screen. I saw a little tugging right at the point of where the ball was going to be, and Terry was trying to create separation, but not called by the refs. A good first drive. Let's see if they can get that field goal or touchdown right now.
Cats haven't scored a field goal or a touchdown in 3 straight home games, and Jamie Borum hasn't made a field goal in this stadium this season. From the 36-yard line, Kevin Aiken to hold for Jamie Borum. The ball is kicked up and good. And a resounding cheer at Ivor-Wynne as the Ticat offense gets its first field goal in its 4th home game. It's the Labor Day Classic from Hamilton, and the Tiger Cats have opened this game on a good note with a field goal, their first field goal after not scoring any field goals in 3 consecutive home games.
Well, they opened up the game really with a great return. That started everything off, and then you add on the unsportsmanlike contact for the Argos, and they had the ball close to their own 50-yard line. Then they took advantage of players that the Ticat fans have been wanting to see all year. Corey Holmes at running back, Jason Moss completing a ball to Terry Vaughn. I mean, 3 guys that we thought would be a big part of it.
There's Damon Allen getting set for his first offensive series, coming into this game needing 165 yards passing to surpass Warren Moon as the all-time leading passer in pro football history. So there are the numbers. 70,553 is the mark to beat, and Damon Allen is well within that reach tonight. Keith Stokes and Bashar Livingston back for the kickoff, and it's Livingston at his 15-yard line. Bashar Livingston is stacked up and driven back. Augie Baronicia in on the tackle along with Arnold Parker for the Tiger Cats. Baronicia back in the lineup after missing 2 weeks with an ankle injury. As Damon Allen heads out onto the football field, he has not lost to the Tiger Cats, Darren, in 3 consecutive starts.
Yeah, Damon Allen plays well against the Tiger Cats, and it's interesting because since the departure of Ken Austin, they've gone to a more balanced rush pass attack, but I think it's just helped Damon Allen when he does throw the ball be more effective.
So much hype about the record, and breaking it here tonight, Allen saying yesterday that he wanted to address his team today before the game and tell them that this game is about winning, not so much about the record. Handing off to Jeff Johnson, getting the start in place of the injured John Avery, and he has a short gain on first down. Let's check the starting Toronto offense.
Well, there's Damon Allen, 165 yards short of Warren Moon's record, but look for Jeff Johnson to be the workhorse offensively. They need to run the ball well. Receivers, Tony Miles back and healthy, but Arlan Bruce averaging 19 yards of reception is their big threat. And there's the guys up front. Look at Washburn at left tackle, backside of Damon Allen. He's new there this week, needs to play well and protect Damon's backside.
2nd and 8 for the Argonauts. Tiger Cats with 6 defensive backs as Lawrence Gordon checks in for Ray Mariuz on a 2nd and long situation for the Argo offense. Allen back to pass. He has time, throws to the wide side, and it's complete to Tony Miles for a first down. Lawrence Gordon was the cornerback beaten on the play.
Defensively for the Ticats, you see Anthony Collier and Cheatwood, and I think you'll see a lot of James Cotton at end too. They have to contain Damon Allen in that offense from getting outside. Augie Baronicia at middle linebacker, back where he was a year ago, needs to play well defensively and stop the rush. And there's that secondary, been banged up, certainly playing hurt, but Cody is back, and boy, he can hit you.
On the ground, Jeff Johnson tries to get outside. The Ticat defense strings it out. He might have 1, maybe 2 yards on the play.
The Ticats, both offensively, special teams, and defensively, as we watch this replay, are playing with a lot of intensity, a lot of energy. The key is, are they going to be able to maintain that energy throughout the course of the game?
Jeff Johnson out of York, teamed in the backfield with Brian Crawford tonight, who hails from Queen's University, so a CIS backfield for the Argos with John Avery nursing an injured foot and Ricky Williams still recovering from a broken arm. 2nd and 9. Allen across the middle, wide open is Bruce. He tips it, and it's nearly intercepted. Wayne Shaw got his hand on it, but couldn't bring it in.
Wow. As an ex-receiver, I just cringed when I saw the ball go high and Arlan Bruce have to go up for this. Watch Bradley at the end of this deliver the hit. as Arlan Bruce goes up, tries to make the play. Almost intercepted by Wayne Shaw, but wow, when you come across the middle and the ball's that high, ooh, it's Tay Cody. And we talked about the way he can hit early in the football game. He delivered a message right there.
For a small man at 5'9", 180, Tay Cody packs a wallop back after missing 2 games with a separated shoulder, and you wouldn't know it on that hit.
Boy, that's subtle, Mark, but that sends a message to those Argo receivers. Don't come across the middle and expect not to get hit.
That's what Ron Lancaster asked for from his players here tonight. The play, smash mouth, Ticat football. As Prefontaine delivers the punt to Willie Quinney at his 13. The lanky Quinney with a few moves. He stopped at the 25 and gang tackled from behind. A 47-yard punt to 12-yard return. You're watching the CFL on CBC.
The CFL on CBC, brought to you by Rogers Wireless. Rogers brings you the latest MP3 phones. By Future Shop, Canada's #1 destination for big screen TVs. And by General Motors of Canada and all its divisions.
Pickup and SUV. Gasoline and E85 ethanol. Hall and Co. The all-new 2007 Chevrolet Avalanche, the most flexible vehicle out there.
1 week before class, waiting for Mike's hair, and his new 1 gig phone. 280 songs? Let's go. Make myself dizzy? Forget the map. Song 20? First stop. At song 75? Need sleep, but can't. So we danced till song 95. That's my bed. Who needs sleep anyway? Ahoy, matey, you're cute. Arr, poor guy. Food down, music up. The water calls us. So does Steve's mom, again. 280 songs done, 280 new memories. Let's push play and get back to school.
Sony brings you the full power of HD. Back at Ivor Wynne, Jason Moss back at quarterback for the second offensive series for the Tiger Cats after engineering a field goal on the first. This offense without offensive coordinator Joe Paupau and offensive line coach Connie Kauahi, who were fired last week. Moss is calling his own plays tonight for the first time this season. And he hands off to Josh Ronick off the right tackle. And Ronick, who has been nicknamed Supersonic Rocket, Ronick by the fans here, has a big gain close to a first down.
Yeah, here's the Ticat offensive lineup. We sort of talked about Jason Moss, but Corey Holmes starting at running back. But it looks like we're going to see a balance of Holmes and Ronick at running back. There's the receiving core. Brock Ralph starting at slot back, some more speed, create some space in that secondary. Along the front line, Powell starting at right tackle, new this week. They've had some issues at right tackle and need to play strong there.
2nd and 1 after the 9-yard pickup, and Radlin, the fullback, is hit in the backfield. And I don't think he has the first down. Big Eric England got penetration from that left end position on the D-line.
Here's Toronto defensive lineup, defensive end Brown just having a great year. The strength in England back at defensive end for the Argos. Linebacker Mike O'Shea still the heart and soul of this Argo defense. And in the secondary, a very strong secondary. Cliff Ivory at halfback with Orlando Steinhauer, the captain of that secondary.
There's the measurement, and they're a yard short on 3rd down. And let's take another look at that penetration by the Argo defense.
Yeah, they do get penetration on this time. Previous to this, the 2 rushes the Tigats have, they blew them off the ball. But there it's 2nd and 1. The Argos know the rush is coming. They created penetration.
Moss shakes his head as Lancaster elects to punt, but remember last week in very similar field position, they elected to go for it on 3rd down and didn't get it.
Right, you don't want to make a decision right now that's going to alter the course of the game. Punt it away, you're playing well offensively and defensively. Let your team keep this momentum.
Pat Fleming with an average of 43.8 yards set to deliver to Keith Stokes, the lone man back. Fleming coming off his best game punting last week, the lone bright spot for the Tiger Cats with an average of more than 50. This one, though, goes off the side of his foot. Stokes has it on the run from the 35 across the 40. And Tad Pornegay, with help from Rob Hitchcock, makes the tackle to limit that return to just 7 yards.
Welcome back to Ask an Expert. Jordan from Halifax writes, my hard drive just crashed with all my files on it. What can I do? Don't worry. All you need to do to recover your data is...
We interrupt your program to bring you this news. Starting Friday, Future Shop is putting every flat panel TV, every laptop, and every appliance on sale. Now back to you.
Be sure to follow those 4 crucial steps, and you'll get your files back.
Future Shop, helping Canadians connect.
Time and weather can make concrete look bad. Fix it with Techstone Granite by Beauty Tone. Only at Home Hardware and Home Building Center. An easy way to beautify and protect steps, balconies, floors, walls for as little as $1.70 a square foot in 3 simple steps. Prime with granite primer, trowel on Techstone Granite, seal it. For a slip-resistant surface that stands up to water, salt, and lots more. Now that's a step in the right direction. Techstone Granite by Beauty Tone. Only at Home Hardware.
This is the supply line, and it's connected to the angle stop.
Hey, Dad, can I help?
Not right now, Jake. This is a grown-up job.
Okay.
Hey, buddy. Want to hold the flashlight for me?
Okay. What's that?
It's a supply line.
Supply line?
This is an angle stop. Supply line goes.
Back in Hamilton for Game 2 of our Labor Day Classic doubleheader, a 3-0 Cat lead, and the Argos offense set to go to work with that new 2-back philosophy in the backfield, more emphasis on running the ball. Ever since Kent Austin was fired as the offensive coordinator, there has been more emphasis on running the football.
Yeah, there has been, and that has coincided with a 3-game winning streak for this Argo, so it's been effective.
Here's Allen now with motion, empty backfield. Throwing to the short side. Tony Miles makes the catch, a straight arm on Joaquin Bradley, and he gets very close to the first down marker. Tony Miles, who has now caught a pass in 42 consecutive games.
This is great, but watch Jeff Johnson settle and draw the attention of the defensive back. Then Tony Miles just runs a quick out. They just get zone coverage, and they flood it with 3 receivers, one going deep, one curling inside, one going outside. And hey, get the ball, a short pass, long run is what these Argos hope for. They have such athletic ability at the receiver position.
It is a 10-yard gain on the reception by Miles and a first down. Allen handing off to Bashar Livingston in the backfield as a running back, and he won't get away from Ray Mariuz, his former teammate of a year ago.
Yeah, Mariuz was pumped up for this game. I talked to him before. He loves Labor Day. This year on the other side, he's with the Ticats, and Bashar Livingston looking pretty good at running back. Just a great play. Just like a bullet shooting through there. Mariuz makes the tackle, and he drops him for a 1-yard loss.
Mariuz was reacting to all the hype this week about Damon Allen going after Warren Moon's record, and he said, hey, he can set the record back in Toronto next week, but not in our backyard.
Yeah, there's a McMaster kid that's proud to be playing in Hamilton.
Second down. Allen throwing, needs 10 yards, has time, goes to the wide side. David Azzi has the catch at the 50, but he's well short of the first down as Lawrence Gordon, the rookie, makes the tackle for the Tiger Cats.
Yeah, good patience by Damon Allen. His first receiver wasn't there, looked off him, came back. I mean, Damon just looks so comfortable as we see the play here. He's looking right, nothing there. I thought we were going to get the hook and lateral. Pitch it right there. Whoa. Might have picked up the first down, but hey, Damon looks good. He's playing with a lot of confidence, making good decisions. And, you know, the Argos win with their defense and special teams, and they control the ball offensively, and Damon Allen's the perfect quarterback to do that.
Allen's had all kinds of time in the pocket in the early going here on Labor Day as Noel Prefontaine stands across his 45. Willie Quinney is the lone man back to receive a line drive spiral from Prefontaine. He has it at the 7, but there is a flag on the play back near the line of scrimmage. Quinney negotiating the punt cover of the Argos, and finally he's stacked up. Chad Rimple, the second-year man out of Saskatchewan, down in on the tackle to limit the return to 3 yards, and it's a holding call against the Cats.
Holding Hamilton, number 25. A 10-yard penalty in the run back. First down.
Kojo Adu with the hold.
Right here. Let's watch them. And what they do is you start blocking right away when you have a punt return on. You think of a return as getting back, setting up, and then blocking, but no, they engage the guy right away, and what Adu did there is he held on to him right there and pulled him down, so they see that and they throw the flag for holding, even though it doesn't happen during the course of the run back.
So Moss trying to dig out from tough field position. First down on his own 4-yard line with an I formation backfield. Drops to the goal line. Quick drop, nearly intercepted as Clifford Ivory stepped in front of Terry Vaughn. Oh, that was dangerous.
Yeah, especially against the Argos, in Cliff Ivory specifically. You can't run a route like that lazy, and you can't throw it late. He reads your, oh, and it's tipped. If that wasn't tipped by Fletcher, I think Ivory goes into the end zone and scores the touchdown. I mean, they jump those short routes so quickly, especially Cliff Ivory, but they're trying to set him up, maybe come back to the hook and go.
Ivory back in the lineup after missing about a month, alternating with Khalil Carter at that halfback position. Second down into the end zone. Moss looking, he's under pressure, throws the ball away with the Argos all around his ankles. DJ Flick was the nearest Ticat receiver in the vicinity, but Hamilton will have to punt from their end zone.
You know, I think Jason on this play, he's expecting in the last few weeks and for most of the season, he's getting pressure. This is not bad. He's in his own end zone, good protection, steps up, still has time, has lots of time to throw the football. He's got to get used to that if he's going to get all day today, because he hasn't been getting that in the past few games.
No, the offensive line in Hamilton has been under a lot of pressure to step up and make some plays after being beaten up physically last week against Saskatchewan. And Pat Fleming standing in his end zone will concede a 2-point safety. They conceded 3 of those last week against the Rough Riders. So the Argos get on the board with a strong defensive effort.
Is it because of the Corvette Z06, Canada's most coveted vehicle, or that every car gives at least 33 highway miles per gallon, 8.6 liters per 100 kilometers? Maybe Equinox, with the highest possible safety rating. Or Chevy trucks, the most dependable, longest-lasting trucks. Or HHR's great new design. It's all these things that make Chevrolet what it is, the #1 selling brand in Canada.
Welcome back to Ask an Expert. Jordan from Halifax writes, my hard drive just crashed with all my files on it. What can I do? Don't worry. All you need to do to recover your data is...
We interrupt your program to bring you this news. Starting Friday, Future Shop is putting every flat panel TV, every laptop, and every appliance on sale. Now back to you.
Be sure to follow those 4 crucial steps, and you'll get your files back.
Future Shop, helping Canadians connect.
We're a species that loves burgers. We're burgervores. So get the Wild Mountain Bacon Cheeseburger, a 1/4 pound of hot and juicy beef with Colby Jack cheese, bacon, and spicy chipotle sauce. For the next big thing in burgers, go to Wendy's and do what tastes right.
Who carries only the highest quality brand name products competitively priced, backed by knowledgeable staff? It's all at Western Canada's leading supplier of professional automotive repair centers. Bumper to bumper. Trusted by professionals. Trusted by you.
Harlan Bruce, who torched the Ticats for 171 yards in their last game, is wearing the mic tonight for the CBC.
That's why I like you. That's why I like you. It's Labor Day. It's Labor Day. Let's go. Get ready. Labor Day. I like that. I box, so that ain't nothing. I box. I box. That ain't nothing. I box. That ain't nothing.
Well, Harlan Bruce talking like a prize fighter as the Ticats have gotten him into this game. That big shot from Tay Cody.
A hit. Wow.
Keith Stokes at the 20-yard line for Toronto to the short side of the field, and he's wrapped up immediately and brought down. Steve Josu, the backup middle linebacker, with his first special teams tackle of the evening. A lot of talk about Damon Allen and the record, 131 yards to go to pass Warren Moon. But the Argos, since Kent Austin was released, have gone to a more running-oriented game, but it's a low-risk offense. They're saying, the Argos are saying, that they have a very strong defense. They have a great kicking game in Prefontaine. So play to our strengths. Let's hold on to the football, get some drives, kill the clock, and the defense will keep us in the game.
That plays right into Damon Allen's strength. I mean, he is absolutely the perfect quarterback for that.
Allen rolling to the right, throws wide side. It's complete to Michael Palmer. His first catch of the football game. And Damon Allen also calling his plays in the post-Austin era.
Yeah, being very conservative, as you said, with the passing game here. Just a curl route at about 7-8 yards. He's 4 for 5. You know, around 40 yards to start the game. That's how Damon is successful.
And it does make sense when you've got a defense that has allowed the fewest offensive points this season.
Yeah.
Play to your strengths. 2nd and 4 after the 6-yard gain by Palmer. Empty, 6 receiver set. Across the middle, wide open, Tony Miles cuts upfield across the midfield stripe, and a huge first down. His 3rd catch of this quarter.
This is great scheming offensively. They go 5 receivers to the strength of the field, which is to the left, send them in every different direction. They get zone coverage, so people are flying back, respecting the Argo receiver speed, and they dump it underneath. Watch the pressure down below. Cotton coming off the edge. But Damon's so smart with that quick release to take advantage of an open receiver like that.
18-yard gain and a first down. Toronto. Allen hands off to Jeff Johnson, crashing up the middle from that shotgun handoff. And he's wrapped up instantly. Cotton making the tackle from his end position. And here's an example of the complexion of the offense and how it's changed. With Kent Austin calling the signals as the coordinator, basically a 60-40 pass mix, and now look at this, almost 50-50.
What do you expect? A quarterback as your offensive coordinator, he wants to throw the ball more. He's more, his philosophy is to throw the football.
And Adam Rita, of course, coming to the sidelines in recent weeks to help in calling the signals on offense. Allen on 2nd and 9 now, feeling the pressure, buying time. Completes the pass to Arlen Bruce, coming back to the football, but they're going to spot it virtually at the original line of scrimmage on 2nd down.
Great effort by Arlen Bruce to come back and make this play. Good protection for the most part for Damon. They're doing a good job up front. He has all day. Just a good coverage by the Hamilton Tiger Cats. Let them complete it underneath if they have to. They're punting him away. So far, Mark, I mean, we have not seen this Tiger Cat team the last 2 weeks we've done a game. This is the team playing well defensively, playing with a lot of energy, playing focused football. I guess it takes Labor Day to bring that out of the Hamilton Tiger Cats.
Well, they have toughened their resolve tonight on Labor Day, no question about it. They were down 10-1 at this point last week against Saskatchewan. A low punt bouncing across the 20 to the sidelines. Argos try to get back, but a flag flies. Toronto, no yards.
Key players for the BC Lions: on offense, number 82, Jason Claremont.
On defense, number 23, Mark Washington.
On special teams, Adam, safety ambassador for the Warhamps.
Adam lost his leg in a lawnmower accident. Now this guy knows what it means to play safe.
He sure knows his football, too.
Whatever game you play.
Play safe.
A message from the BC Lions, the CFL, and the Warhamps.
Argos with a 5-yard no yards penalty, giving Moss and the Tiger Cats first down at their own 24. Moss, play action, rolling to the short side. He has DJ Flick straight upfield, showing some fight and some muscle, and he'll have a Tiger Cat first down. DJ Flick, who the last 2 years was the leading receiver in Hamilton, over 1,000 yards in each, but he's been virtually invisible.
Yeah, the key here on the bootleg is to get outside contained for Jason Moss. Hit your receiver quick and let him do all the work. Again, they threw it about 5 yards, but then DJ Flick runs for another 10.
Gain of 16 to Flick as Moss is using more play action and rollouts in his offensive repertoire here tonight. Handing off, Holmes bouncing, couldn't find a hole, and scoots upfield to the 45-yard line. Eric England makes the tackle, and a gain of 5 for Holmes.
I think most people, this is what you expected to see with the Tiger Cats this year. We see Corey Holmes almost getting a face mask there. Good vision, quick cuts, but we expected to see a balance of Holmes and Ronick.
Look at these numbers for Holmes in game 1 when he came in relief of Ronick when he was hurt. 155 yards since then.
Barely matched it since then. Only 31 touches since then for 170 yards. And now he's getting an opportunity, right? Now we're going to see that balance of Ronick and Holmes together.
Last week he didn't get a single carry. 2 weeks ago he had but one. Play action, hitch pass. It's Holmes again getting a touch. Bounces outside. He'll have the first down. Holmes on the ground, Holmes through the air, first down, Tiger Cats.
Yeah, this is all Terry Vaughn and Peterson, the receivers working for their running back. This is a tough play. I mean, to hold your block this long when you see this swing pass, and we'll see right there, we see Terry Vaughn, and we see a little bit of Peterson get their block on the halfback in the corner to allow Holmes to pick up that first down. Great job. You just can't be a route runner. You got to do the work blocking too.
First down, Tiger Cats at their own 54. Moss up behind his center. Marwin Hage handing off. Holmes hitting the hole quickly, and Kevin Iben gets a hand on him across the center field stripe. And the gain will be 2, maybe 3 yards on the play.
Jason Moss getting a little heated, thought he drew him off sides with his cadence. But again, it's a good pickup on first down. And I haven't seen the Ticat offensive line move a team off the ball the way they're doing this Argo defensive line this year. So they've picked up 4 yards on first down, put them in a 2nd and 6. It's a good position to be in.
Kevin Iben, 50 tackles so far coming into this game to lead the Argos and lead that Rich Stubler Toronto defense. Second down, 6. Moss throwing a comeback route to DJ Flick. He makes the catch, and he'll have first down yardage, but there are flags back near the line of scrimmage. Flick coming into this game with but 311 yards receiving in 11 games. No touchdowns.
Well, it looks like a face mask call along the offensive line, where you usually expect the holding when you see a flag. I think maybe one of the offensive linemen got their hands up there. But yeah, DJ Flick, here's a guy that has had big years in the past, been a big play guy, and I think it's a combination of things. He hasn't played extremely well, but this offense just has been in a slump for a long time, and you don't get individual statistics when your offense is struggling.
And most offenses in the CFL have a go-to receiver, somebody who is the hood ornament for the team. You think of Jason Tucker in Edmonton, G. Roy Simon in BC, Nick Lewis in Calgary. Nobody really in this passing corps in Hamilton has stood out so far this year.
That's a great point.
Holding, Hamilton number 60. That's a 10-yard penalty. Major foul, face mask, Hamilton number 67. That's a 15-yard penalty. We'll repeat, second down.
I think that's both Felice and Powell getting the penalties there.
Fabio Felice at right guard tonight in place of the injured Wayne Smith, who was manhandled a week ago.
See if we can see anything right here. There we get a good look straight up. Just riding his guy out so we don't get to see it there. But look how comfortable Moss is in the pocket. You know, you take, obviously you don't want the face mask penalty to compound it, but you take the occasional holding penalty if the effort is there. In the past, the offensive line has struggled with their footwork, getting into position to make the block.
But this has been one of the things that has hurt Hamilton. They'll take 2 steps forward, 1 step back with penalties. It's 2nd and 32.
Yeah.
On the last play of the first quarter, Moss backpedaling. He wants to throw deep, and he does, airing it out. Jump ball intercepted. It's Kenny Wheaton with his second interception of the season.
That's just like a great punt right there.
And for the quarterback, Jason Moss, a league-leading 11th interception pass thrown. The gun sounds to end that first quarter of play. A low-scoring opening 15 minutes here on the Labor Day Classic.
Pickup and SUV. Gasoline and E85 ethanol. Haul and tow. The all-new 2007 Chevrolet Avalanche, the most flexible vehicle out there.
Welcome back to Ask an Expert. Jordan from Halifax writes, my hard drive just crashed with all my files on it. What can I do? Don't worry. All you need to do to recover your data is...
We interrupt your program to bring you this news. Starting Friday, Future Shop is putting every flat panel TV, every laptop, and every appliance on sale. Now back to you.
Be sure to follow those 4 crucial steps, and you'll get your files back.
Future Shop, helping Canadians connect.
Hey, guess what? Swap? I happened to get incredible itch this weekend.
Really?
Yeah, from a friend. Ointment? It was a really nice surprise.
I guess. It's been so long for me.
You know what? I'll help you get a good one next weekend.
There's a horse for everyone. Find yours Wednesdays, Fridays, and weekends. The Horses at Northlands Park.
Welcome back to Hamilton, with the Ticats lead this game over the Toronto Argonauts by a score of 3-2. Right now, I'm with the new general manager of the Hamilton Tiger Cats, Marcel Desjardins. And Marcel, a couple of months left in the season. I think a lot of Hamilton fans want to know what you can do in the short term for this club.
Well, the best thing we can do is just evaluate the players that we have here, figure out who we want to have here moving forward into next year, bring in some players that we want to look at, and just from that standpoint, just evaluate the player talent overall.
Now, I know you're in the market for a new head coach. I know there's a guy interested, former Als coach Charlie Taff. How interested would you be in him coming here?
Well, I mean, Charlie would be an obvious choice because of his experience in this league. He's been coach of the year. He knows the CFL. But having said that, and, you know, Charlie's got a position right now at the University of Pittsburgh, and, you know, he's going to have other options, I'm sure, at the end of the year. So we'll have to see.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Let's go back to Mark and Darren.
Thanks, Brenda. Jeff Johnson on that first down carry off the right tackle. Marcel Desjardins, who spent 5 years learning at the heels of one of the best general managers in the CFL, Jim Popp, in Montreal.
Yeah, pretty even first half. No turnovers by the Argos, which you would expect with Damon Allen. Just that one by the Tiger Cats, which was really like a punt. Moss just throwing it up with a long 2nd and 30. But hey, the Tiger Cats have not moved the ball like that in the first quarter in a long time. So they got to take that momentum and keep it going offensively.
Understand Marcel Desjardins has already received calls from other GMs trying to pick the Ticat carcass. Jim Popp, one of them. There's a knockdown pass as Anthony Collier reached high into the heavens to knock it down from Damon Allen on 2nd and 4. Collier rotating with Cotton on that defensive end.
What a combination of defensive ends, too. Collier, who played so well in Ottawa a couple years back, then didn't make the Edmonton roster this year, but he's so athletic. To combine him with Tim Cheatwood and James Cotton rotating at end.
Well, he was the Eskimos' first pick in the Ottawa dispersal draft, but couldn't beat Charles Alston on that defensive line in Edmonton.
Yeah, but a guy that certainly belongs in the league somewhere, playing for someone, and why not the Tiger Cats that need help desperately defensively.
Prefontaine to punt. Willie Quinney, the lone man back as the Ticats rest the legs of Corey Holmes, seeing more offensive action. Here's Quinney, pushed to his 15. He's quick and elusive, but not elusive enough on that play, as Kevin Ivan helps make the tackle on special teams. With a new general manager in town, we asked Kevin Moss about players' motivation.
He's going to be able to tell, be able to evaluate with a clean slate and things like that. So I think guys you know, if they needed any extra motivation to play football because someone's now in that position to make those decisions, then that's what it ends up doing ultimately.
And Marcel Desjardins, the Burlington native who comes home for this Ticat job, really has the luxury of the second half of this football season to look over the Ticat lineup. Here's Moss now rolling to the wide side. Lots of time. Here comes Steinauer. He puts a shot on the quarterback as Terry Vaughn makes the catch at the 35-yard line.
Yeah, this is a couple of veterans. I mean, Moss buying time. Terry starts to turn it up versus Cliff Ivory, then he stops again, knowing that he wouldn't get open deep. That's a nice little move by Terry Vaughn. Moss, who, you know, I was a little worried seeing him before the game in the locker room. He's already icing before the game. I mean, I've never seen a quarterback do that. You can see it afterwards, but.
Josh Ronick on 2nd and 2, and he puts the hammer down across the 45, and a first down for the Tiger Cats.
What that tells you, though, about Jason Moss is he's come into this game banged up and probably been banged up a lot this year. But here we see Ronick, and I'll tell you what, Corey Holmes, Josh Ronick, it doesn't matter. When your line is opening up holes like that, you're going to run for yards.
Now you mentioned the ice bags on Moss before the game. Lancaster was saying this week that that shoulder and elbow and his throwing arm are still giving him chronic trouble and pain. And he says he doesn't think that Moss will have a long career. Here's Ronick again. Off tackle.
You know, this
flag down.
They're moving the ball well, but here, and if it's what I think it is, a receiver being offsides on a run play, as we see Josh Ronick down in pain. Not a good sign for the Tiger Cats. He's looked extremely good early in this football game.
Well, the combination of using both Ronick and Holmes has opened up both of those running backs.
Offside, Toronto, 5-yard penalty, will repeat, first down.
There you go. They drew the Argos offsides, but this is pretty important because you're right. This combination, which to me made a lot of sense early in the season, why not take these two great backs and use them in combination to be effective running the football? Well, they haven't done that early. They've used one exclusively in Ronick. Now, I mean, he hasn't gotten up, so it could be an injury that just puts all the work on Corey Holmes' shoulder. And we'll get another look at it right here. So let's look at the top and see what happens. Oh, there's the top of the offsides right there. Good job by Jason Moss with his cadence to draw him offsides. And we look at the end of the run. Oh, that. Sorry.
They'll attend to Ronick, and we'll take a timeout here in Hamilton.
Log on to cbc.ca, Canada's trusted online news source. Intelligence on CBC television.
We're a species that loves burgers. We're burgervores. So get the Wild Mountain Bacon Cheeseburger, a quarter-pound of hot and juicy beef with Colby Jack cheese, bacon, and spicy chipotle sauce. For the next big thing in burgers, go to Wendy's and do what tastes right.
You know the way dishcloths get. Dirty, smelly, full of bacteria. But not if you use the Natura cloth. Available only at Home Hardware or Home Building Center. The Natura cloth comes clean and germ-free simply by rinsing. And now there's all-natural Natura cleaner with genuine tea tree oil for outstanding cleaning action with a natural lemon scent. It cleans just about anything safely and effectively. Natura all-purpose cleaner and the amazing Natura cloth. Only at Home Hardware. Help is close to home.
Having trouble finding a technician you can trust? Come to One Stop, your complete automotive service center. Top quality parts, licensed technicians, servicing all makes and models, backed by a nationwide guarantee. One Stop Service, quality auto repair you can trust.
Hey fans, Ronick able to walk off the field, being attended to by the team doctor, but here's how he got hurt.
That's amazing. After you watch this, watch his right knee. You watch Rael Johnson and Jeff Keepings right there. And when you see him walking on the sidelines, that's pretty amazing. If getting your knee bent that way sideways, I mean, it's so easy to get an ACL, a ligament damage with that type of rollover.
500 pounds of defensive linemen from Keeping and Riel Johnson, and that looked awful. 1st and 5. Corey Holmes with a gaping hole and a 10-yard gain for a first down as Antonio Bonner finally makes the tackle for the Toronto Argonauts.
Well, watch the hole as he comes through here. I mean, wow, look at that. Any back would love to see that type of hole, not getting touched till you're 5, 6, 7, 8 yards down the line and then carrying guys for an extra 2.
This might sound like a stupid question, but why is this happening with Holmes in the 12th game of the season?
No, that's a very good question. I mean, I think Ticat fans wanted this to see Corey Holmes. I mean, runner-up to most outstanding player of the year last year.
Play action rolling again. Moss away from pressure. He's going to run for the first time. Fletcher tracks him down from behind. Fumble. Ball loose. Argos have it. Kevin Iben makes the recovery. And now the Ticats are saying that Moss was down by contact.
Well, we'll get a good look at it right here. Watch Morielli. He seals. They get the end. He pulls the coverage away, Mike Morielli. So there's no one there to tackle him. We'll see his knee right. You know what? That's close, but I think it's a fumble.
The challenge flag has been thrown by Ron Lancaster.
That's the ball on the knee. That's the
It's
key.
out.
Ball's out.
Indisputable evidence there.
Well, you get a lot of angles of this. There you can't see whether the knee touches not first, but from the back angle, I think we saw the knee had not touched the ground and the ball came out. So good call. It is a fumble, but the Ticats continue to move the football.
There's no challenge on the play.
So Lancaster clearly picked up his challenge flag, perhaps realizing from Moss himself that it was a fumble.
Right.
And
Jason
that's the second turnover of the game for the Tiger Cats. They had 8 last week at home against Saskatchewan.
First one really didn't hurt them. This one hurts them pretty bad. I mean, they're in scoring position. Turned it over at the 25-yard line of the Argos.
Turnovers and penalties are two of the biggest deterrents to being successful in pro football. And the Argos take over. Damon Allen looking backside, throwing. It's complete to David Azzi, the Canadian from Ottawa. And Azzi heads up the sidelines, pushed out of bounds at the 43.
Well, I'm not even going to mention that it's a great throw by a quarterback, let alone a 43-year-old quarterback. He's rolling right, but all the plays are left, so he has to stop, set himself. He has the high corner up there by Arland Bruce, but he throws it underneath to Azzi. I mean, that is hard to do. That's hard to do for a 24-year-old quarterback. I mean, that's a great throw and a great play call.
Azzi getting the start in place of the injured Andre Talbot, and the Argos like his size and hands on display there. There's the shovel inside, and that was read as James Cotton put the grip on Jeff Johnson, and a gain of maybe 2.
Yeah, here's a case where Damon just has to keep the pressure, right? Cotton takes the running back. Keep going with that. Maybe about 10 more yards. Make him decide. Is he going to come at you, or is he going to go with Jeff Johnson? Thought he got rid of that a little quickly.
Cotton has been criticized by his coach for being beaten on contain in the last couple of weeks, but honored his position there. 2nd and 8. Cotton, of course, has been playing this game with a broken hand. This season, actually, with a broken hand. Flags and a whistle here before Allen can make the play.
We see the updates at times in the bottom left corner of the TV, but Damon's 87 yards away from that record, but doing it kind of the way he always plays, right? It just subtly
time count violation. Toronto
accumulating those yards, nice conservative passing and precise
down.
passing, and not turning the football over.
So time count violation against the Argos will move the ball back to the 40. It'll be 2nd down and 13 yards. Pinball Clemens has been Damon Allen's biggest supporter. You almost think he's his agent the way he's been cheerleading this trek to the record. Stokes into the game now as a receiver for the Argos. Allen sidewinding the ball to the wide side. It's incomplete. As he was the nearest receiver, and a flag down, and it's going against the Argos again.
Well, it's Washburn, Cliff Washburn at left tackle, just
holding. Toronto number 67. That penalty's declined.
Got one right.
3rd down.
But yeah, he just tackles. I think it was Cotton up top. Could have been Cheatwood.
Washburn, of course, getting the start at left tackle for Bernard Williams.
Watch up top, right up here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's not legal. That's Tim Cheatwood.
Bernard Williams, of course, has gone home to the Atlanta area after being charged this week with sexual assault. Prefontaine handles the snap, gets a short punt, gets a good bounce though, an Argo bounce. Quinney now, and he drops the football. The Argos are first to it, it looks like. Ray Fontaine was down on the turf quickly, and it's a third turnover here in the first half for the Tiger Cats. The Argonauts will take over again when we come back.
Back in res, 280 songs on my new 1 gig phone, week before class, 4 friends, let's go. Destination, who knows, no AC, but by song 5 we make our own. Song 20, Ginny calls a stop, good luck, she can't say I didn't warn her. Song 85, what the have to stop, made a new friend, wonder if he drives. Cooled off at song 145 and danced till song 165. 280 songs done, 280 stories to tell. Push play and let's head back.
Well, boys, let's drop in.
When you are a member of the Covenant,
Who are they? Don't know much about them, but I intend to find out.
you can do anything you want.
They're going over.
But every power
Something's wrong.
comes with a price.
He's using her against us.
What do you want? Your power. From the producers of Underworld, The Covenant. Opens everywhere Friday.
The Caritas Hospitals Foundation Home Lottery is back with 3 incredible grand prize show homes. Each Jamin Masterbuilt grand prize show home is awarded fully furnished and professionally decorated. Plus, there's a new BMW in the driveway of each home. Show homes are open for viewing, and we encourage you to come by for a visit. Your support of Caritas Home Lottery helps the Edmonton General, Grey Nuns, and Misericordia Hospitals.
Touchdown, McMaster!
Back in Hamilton, where Willie Quinney is disconsolate, and the celebration and the smile all over the face of Dave Donaldson, who forced the fumble.
This is all on Willie Quinney. Watch all the moves he's making, then watch how he's carrying the ball. I mean, away from his body, not covering the 2 points of the football. Donaldson is just coming up behind, just drooling, trying to knock that football out of his hand. That is huge. Another huge turnover by the Ticats.
3 turnovers on 3 successive possessions for the Tiger Cats. Here's Allen trying to make hay with that. He hits Jeff Johnson in the flats, and Johnson, tackled by Joanne Armour, has a first down.
You just can't get away with turnovers in a big football game like this against a good football team. I mean, coming into the game, they're minus 16 in takeaway giveaway. Now they're minus 19. And here's Jeff Johnson, not only running the ball well, but he's very effective out of the backfield as a receiver.
Well, last year when he came in for the injured John Avery, it was his pass receiving that really accounted for his most prolific yards. In week 17, he had 157 yards on 8 catches. Handoff this time to Jeff Johnson up the middle, and Armour is there again first to make contact for the Tiger Cats.
Well, now we see him running the ball, and I really think Jeff Johnson, who may be listed as the 3rd string back behind Ricky Williams and John Avery coming into the season, is a 1st string running back. I mean, he combines everything: speed, strength, blocking ability, and the ability to come out of the backfield and be an effective receiver.
Gain of 4 by the York product. 2nd and 6. Allen straight back to pass, throwing the deep corner for Arlen Bruce. Too far. He was wide open.
Yeah, Damon missed this one. I bet he wished he had this one back. He had Arlen Bruce run a great corner route from the bottom of the screen. You'll see Arlen come into the picture to the right and then head towards the corner against Tay Cody, and he has him beat by a good 5 strides. And the thing you got to know as a quarterback, sometimes it's easy to forget, is once a guy makes that hard cut, they have to restart themselves and get their speed back up to top speed, and it takes about 3 strides to do that, and he just overthrew him a little bit too much.
A 20-yard field goal attempt now for Noel Prefontaine. Hit the goalpost twice last week at Winnipeg to snap a 15-game field goal streak. This should be a chip shot. It's up and good, but a flag is down.
Procedure, Toronto number 95. 5-yard penalty will repeat 3rd down.
Eric England in to block on the field goal, called for procedure. And the Argos have been penalty prone in the mid-going here of this second quarter.
As have the Tiger Cats too. Big plays.
Back 5 yards. The attempt now from the 25 for Prefontaine. He hammers this one right through the uprights. It's good. Prefontaine with his 17th field goal in 19 tries.
Let's go. Destination who knows, no AC, but by song 5 we make our own. Song 20, Ginny calls a stop. Good luck, she can't say I didn't warn her. Song 85, what the have to stop. Made a new friend, wonder if he drives. Cooled off at song 145 and danced till song 165. 280 songs done, 280 stories to tell. Push play and let's head back.
Huddled with his receivers, Keith Stokes and General Manager Adam Rita, who has worked with the offense since the firing of Ken Austin, trying to untrack this offense. He's had receivers open.
Yeah, he has. They were just talking right there about Damon not sure whether to zip it in on the line, which would have resulted in a touchdown, but he didn't know what the defensive what Tate Cody was going to do, whether he was going to cut underneath. So he put a little loft on it and ended up overthrowing him.
This is only the 5th game of the season that Damon Allen has played in after breaking his middle finger on his passing hand in the 3rd play of the first game, the home opener in Toronto against the Tiger Cats. Prefontaine with a kickoff to the 10. Here's Willie Quinney trying to atone for the fumble. Cuts up midfield, gets some blocks, puts his head down and drives across the 42. Quinney motivated in a 32-yard return.
Yeah, he wrapped up the ball on that one. There's Arlen Bruce. If we can go back, I mean, what patience he has. As a receiver, the toughest thing to do is have patience, especially near the goal. Look at him sell the post. Post. Nope. Back out to the corner, and the defensive back had bit. That's, you see his head and body language all saying, all right, post. He almost believes he's going to the post. Then he rips right out of it and heads to the corner.
Yeah, he beat Tate Cody, who hasn't got much speed there in coverage with Bruce. Here's Holmes, gets outside smartly and drives across the 50-yard line. A gain of 9. And Khalil Carter making the tackle in the secondary.
This is all positive for the Tiger Cats. See Corey Holmes running like that, getting the opportunity, first of all, to do it, then see the open area that his offensive line's creating, and then how well he's actually running with the football. I mean, to be able to, Jason Moss is back there saying, oh, about time. Wow, all the pressure is being lifted off me in this passing game. We have a back that can run with it.
Well, he's got an 8-yard average so far in this football game. Holmes does. 5 carries, 41 yards.
You know,
and sorry, Darren, it'll be just shy of the first down, second and about the length of the football.
I mean, how are you the Western nominee for most outstanding player a year ago and then come back and really not get an opportunity to be a big part of the offense? I mean, that's got to be frustrating from a player standpoint.
Well, that's a question football fans in this city have been asking for weeks. A team loaded with talent, and Holmes has never once complained or asked for the football more. Second and short, and Jason Moss will sneak it up the gut for a first down.
You know, I saw Jason Moss before the game, and I did see him icing his arm and his elbow, and I'm like, wow, that's pretty concerning. But then also taking a look at him and how strong he is as we see him running here. I mean, physically, just, I mean, as for a quarterback, he looked like a linebacker.
And that's the way he plays the game, and he's taken punishment over 7 seasons in this league. Had back surgery, shoulder surgery, and his shoulder and elbow continue to give him trouble. There isn't a tougher quarterback in the league. Moss rolling, naked bootleg, throws to the short side. DJ Flick has the catch. A flag is down as Jordan Younger makes the tackle from the cornerback position for the Argos. It's a first down. We'll await the call.
Yeah, it's all sides on Brock Ralph down below. It's, again, discipline. I mean, being patient, and Brock is new to that slot back this week.
Offside. Hamilton, number 80. 5-yard penalty. Repeat, first down.
You can see Lancaster is doing a slow burn there on the bench. Remember, it was Brock Ralph who went offside in week 1 and called back a Craig East touchdown.
Watch him down below. I mean, he's a good 3 yards off sides.
Oh, yeah.
that's just timing up your cadence, and maybe a guy that hasn't been playing slot back a lot, he's starting instead of Morelli today, just not used to the cadence and timing up his run to the line of scrimmage.
So it's first down repeated. 15 to go now for the Ticats. Four-man Argo rush. Moss, look at the time he has. Now he throws as he rushes towards the line of scrimmage, and Terry Vaughn can only get a hand on it, but there is a flag back at the line of scrimmage. Moss is getting all kinds of protection.
He is. And that's new to him. I don't think he knows what to do with all this protection, but he's taking advantage of it. I think we're going to get some illegal contact from the Argos secondary. We'll see what they call.
Illegal contact on a receiver. Toronto number 2. It's a 10-yard penalty. Be 1st and 5.
So the Cats get a break. There's John Salavanis, who left the broadcast booth after 5 years with CHML Radio doing Tiger Cat color to go to the bench and resume his coaching duties, taking over from the fired Connie Kawahi. Salavanis spent 10 years with the Cats back in the Al Bruno era and was a member of the 1986 Grey Cup champions. And he has some opinions about that O-line. Play action and a one-hop pass to DJ Flick is incomplete. And Brown was in the face of the Ticat quarterback there with a little pressure.
Yeah, they've run this play a few times and been successful, but when you don't block a guy like Jonathan Brown, he's going to get there pretty quickly. And Moss has got to be ready to throw it right out of the play fake.
Salavanis was telling us yesterday he wants this offensive line to make more decisions, not be so robotic. He felt that there were too many rules under the old regime, that the players were too strictly governed in the way they play the line, and he wants them to do more thinking. Here's the blitz from the Argos. Moss under pressure, throwing deep downfield for Morelli. He can't make the catch. Orlando Steinauer recovering at the safety position to get back there at the last minute because Morelli was deep and gone.
They had him. They brought the house to Jason Moss, and they had everything they wanted. They picked it up again very well. He has time to throw it. No free safety deep in the middle of the field. He just a little bit underthrows it so Steinauer can catch up and get his hand in there. Good. That's Morelli coming back, trying to make a play, right? He has him beat by 3 yards, had to slow down, but still went up for it in the effort to make the play. Just a great defensive play by Orlando Steinauer.
Second underthrown deep ball tonight by Jason Moss. Fleming. An end-over-end line drive to Stokes at his 17, nowhere to go. And he goes straight down. Lawrence Gordon, the rookie, downfield first on the tackle on special teams for the Tiger Cats.
Nice driving, buddy.
Thanks, Dad.
Can I show you something?
Sure.
This truck driver can't see anything in this area, and it's dangerous to drive here. We call it the no zone. Nobody should pull in front of a truck here. This driver needs a safe stopping distance. Staying out of the no zone is like having good manners on the road.
Everyone knows that, Dad.
That's my boy.
AMTA. On the road with you.
Welcome back to Ask an Expert. Jordan from Halifax writes, my hard drive just crashed with all my files on it. What can I do? Don't worry. All you need to do to recover your data is...
We interrupt to bring you this news. Future Shop has put every flat panel TV, every laptop, and every appliance on sale until this Thursday. Now back to you.
Be sure to follow those 4 crucial steps, and you'll get your files back.
Future Shop, helping Canadians connect.
Time to travel first class? Cash and Cars Lottery for Cancer is back. Prizes are $1 million in cash, a Lamborghini Gallardo, and a Bentley Continental GT. Don't miss the early bird prize. 50 hours of flying time for you and your friends on a luxurious private jet. Plus 27 cars, vacations, and cash. Over $4.8 million in prizes. Your ticket helps in the fight against cancer. Help us save lives through research and prevention. Visit cashandcarslottery.ca. Hurry, 55% sold.
But with their DeLuca roof over.
CBC Sports and Sony Canada are proud to bring you today's game in high definition. From the stadium to your living room, Sony brings you the full power of HD. Back at Ivor Wynn, Tough field position for the Argos. First down at their own 21. And a low-scoring first half on this Labor Day Classic, 5-3. The visitors with the lead. Damon Allen, 74 yards from the all-time pro football passing record. Back to pass, flag on the play. Allen across the middle, nearly intercepted as Joaquin Bradley stepped in front of Tony Miles. And there may be a late hit. A second flag has now hit the turf here at Ivor Wynne.
Yeah, we'll see how they sort it out, but it may be a late hit on Damon Allen, one of them, and then a flag early, which would mean an offsides, either offensively or defensively. We'll see. Peterson seems to be the guy that hit Allen, maybe a touch late, but also the guy that's down on the field.
Offside, Toronto number 6. It's a 5-yard penalty. Major foul, roughing the passer, Hamilton number 49. It's a 15-yard penalty. We'll balance him at the point of last scrimmage. 1st and 10.
Fans don't like the call, but Cheatwood roughing the quarterback, and Peterson is prone on the field.
We see Stokes down below. Again, a receiver just inching off sides. I mean, come on. You got to stay on sides. Now we get a look at the hit by Cheatwood, who seemingly tries to pull up a little bit, and then they fold over each other, and then you see Peterson in his leg fall over Cheatwood and Damon Allen. That's a 50-51 where, you know, Damon Allen's looking to break the record, taking care of Damon Allen.
It looked like Cheatwood rolled up on his teammate, and Chris Puskas, the trainer, working on that right knee. But they were coming for Damon Allen, no question on that play.
We can take a look at what happened to Peterson right here as we see the ball delivered, Cheatwood, and then we see again, similar to Ronick, where your knee's planted, and here he picked up his knee maybe just in time to relieve the pressure from that, but still slowly walking off the field.
Two key Ticat players having their knees banged up. We're still trying to get word on Josh Ronick, who left the game after being rolled up in an ugly-looking incident. And right now we do have the latest from Brenda on the sidelines. Brenda?
Well, Mark, a little bit earlier, I spoke with Chris Puskas, the head athletic therapist for the Ticats. He says that Josh Ronick is a lucky guy after appearing to seriously injure his right knee. Ronick is icing it. Puskas isn't sure the exact extent of the injury and whether or not he'll be able to come back into this game tonight.
Thanks, Brenda. 1st and 10, Toronto at the 31. After the penalties, Allen rolling the pocket left, pressure, shovel. It's caught by Stokes, and he's hammered. Boy, he caught that in a crowd, and Joe Von Armour came in and lowered the boom.
Well, I don't know if this is how you draw it up, but this time better patience by Damon Allen. And watch, he's got to hit Stokes coming, so he lobs it over the defensive lineman. Kind of times it up, leads him a little bit. We got a little bit of basketball right there. They pick up 4 on 1st down. You got a 2nd and 6.
Clinton Wayne has come into the game now on the defensive line for Peterson. Acquired this week in the trade with Montreal for Adriano Belli. 2nd and 6. Allen looks right now, goes to the short side under pressure, throws it deep. There's a flag on the play. David Azzi was trying to get past Joaquin Bradley, and Bradley dragged him down with the ball in the air.
Bradley had him covered. I mean, Damon bought time behind the line of scrimmage. You know, good protection, but here we go. He comes
Pass
left.
interference. Hamilton, number 31.
And he grabs him.
First down.
Bradley grabs him. You know what? I didn't think that was a situation where you absolutely, and sometimes you absolutely have to take the penalty. You beat, it's going to be a touchdown, drag him down. That one was going to be a tough one to complete. But he went ahead and grabbed him, and now they're in Ticat field position.
This Ticat secondary is playing hurt here tonight, with Cody and Shaw coming back to the fold. Cody missing a couple of weeks with that separated shoulder. Shaw with an ankle injury. And the Argos across midfield now. Backside, too high, intended for Miles. And Bradley was sealing quickly on that play.
Yeah, this defense is beat up, Mark, just like you said, but they're playing with an intensity that they have not played in the last few weeks. Here you see Bradley firing up the field. Stokes gets a piece of them, but they're closing so quickly on the ball tonight.
Kavis Reed with all kinds of new faces back in the mix with Cody and Shaw back. They've also got Baronicia in the middle again. They've added Clinton Wayne. Mark Pilon is in the lineup. So is Anthony Collier. So a real toss salad here on defense for Kavis Reed. 2nd and 10. Here comes the Ticat blitz. Allen throws across the middle, and Stokes is wide open. Oh, he beats the first man, Rob Hitchcock, and heads upfield, fumbles the ball. Sam Young has it. The Ticats recover. Now there's another scramble for a loose ball, and a scrum back near the 20.
Wow, that thing was loose forever, but the Ticats have jumped on it, finally creating a turnover of their own.
Tay Cody is the last man to get his hands on the football for the Tiger Cats.
The 2006 Kia Sorento with air conditioning, alloy wheels, a 5-star crash test safety rating, and ladder frame construction. And now, own it for only $299 a month. It's the best price Sorento this year. A real SUV at an unreal price. Kia, the power to surprise.
Okay, who took my pudding?
Thanks a lot, Barry. Team player.
Just listen to the music of the traffic in the city. Linger on the sidewalk where the neon signs are pretty. How can you lose?
Introducing the Urban Package from Fido. 400 anytime minutes and unlimited incoming calls for $30 per month. It's more than enough time to enjoy life in your city.
Ticats have turned the ball over 3 times. They finally get one back.
You know, see Palmer come on the under, Stokes on the over. They execute this so well. Wide open coming across the middle. There's Palmer going. Here's Stokes wide open over the middle, but watch the effort by Cody. Creates the fumble first of all. Then Young picks it up. What effort from behind by Tay Cody. Boom, ball loose. Sam Young picks it up as he knocks it out. And who ends up recovering it?
Tay Cody.
That's it. What effort, great effort.
Corey Holmes finds a crease and gets into the linebacking core before Kevin Iben can make the tackle.
Hey, what's up, man? What I told you, I made plays. Number 4, I'm in the house.
Sure does.
He's a little guy, but he packs a wallop. And
yeah, just an all-out effort by Tay Cody. And here's the last play. Corey Holmes again finding your crease.
Gain of 8, 2nd and 2 for the Tiger Cats. It's Holmes again, cuts up inside Iben. He gets a piece of him, but not enough as Holmes gets the first down. Iben, the leading tackler in Toronto this year. And of course, coming off last season when he led the league with 113.
Great decision right here when he's about to get hit. Do I bounce it outside or cut it up? He knows the situation. Only 2 yards to go. Cut it up, take the hit, pick up the first down. If he bounces that, maybe the big play, but you don't want to take a chance of not picking up the first down.
Final 2 minutes of this first half. The Ticats with the first down. Play action. Backside hitch to Kamau Peterson, and the big wide receiver rambles across the 40, and it looks like he'll have another Hamilton first down. Bonner in on the tackle for the Argos.
Watching again a fake and a bootleg with the quick screen to Peterson, and I watched Peterson before the game, and I'll tell you, you say he's big and strong. He puts in that extra time with Jason Moss. I know Jason must appreciate. They were out for a good half hour running in routes, corner routes, working on that hitch, so they're comfortable come game time.
Play action, Moss straight back to pass across the middle. It's complete to DJ Flick, going up for it at the 45, and another big first down. Ticats moving it smartly here in the final 2 minutes.
with pressure on him, Jason Moss. Watch how Jonathan Brown comes straight through, and we're at about 25, 30-yard in route with an over the linebacker underneath the safety. That's a very tough ball to throw versus zone coverage. I mean, you got to kind of semi-arc that so it goes over the linebackers, but it's got to land in front of the free safety.
25-yard gain for Flick, his longest catch of the season. Moss backpedaling in the pocket. Outlet pass. Holmes has got room here. Holmes high-stepping his way to another first down over top of Younger. And the fans here are energized. 1 minute to go into the half. And now the Ticats threaten.
They just clear everything out, going deep to the left side, then release Holmes out of the backfield late, and he's at 20 yards before he's getting touched. And that's a great situation to be in. Nice catch by Corey Holmes. Has to extend himself again, showing that ability to run and catch the ball out of the backfield.
First down at the 26 of the Argos. Moss again wants to throw quickly. It's in behind and intercepted. Jordan Younger picks it off. It went in and out of the hands of DJ Flick. And another turnover, the fourth of this first half. How frustrating for Moss and the Tiger Cats. Younger with his fourth interception of the season.
Well, they're just adding to that being the worst team as far as giveaways in the league. And here it just didn't look right from the beginning. I mean, the play action fake wasn't clean, and then he goes to throw it. He throws it behind DJ Flick, who just gets that one hand on it, trying to make the great catch, but tips it right into Younger's hands. See, that's a situation where Moss was expecting DJ Flick to sit down in that hole.
We on a roll. Get on the boat now. Get on the boat now. You might miss it.
The Argos pulling together tonight. Second interception thrown by Moss for a season total of 12. Toronto handing off this time. It's Jeff Johnson, caught from behind by James Cotton, but he's close to that first down marker. 31 seconds on the clock, and chance to remind you that Canadian Tire at the half is coming up. Elliott in the panel to talk about this first half and that big Calgary victory in the Battle of Alberta over Edmonton in game one of our Labor Day doubleheader. And of course, we'll turn the hands back with another feature back in the day. Jeff Johnson, the Argos, staying conservative here in the final seconds of this first half. And he'll be close to a first down on second and about 2.
Well, with two offenses in the CFL that are bottom 2 as far as offensive production throughout the league, we have a 5-3 game, much as what you expect, yet it's really been the turnovers, not the execution. The offenses both have looked great at times, but the turnovers for the Ticats have really killed them.
Damon Allen, 37 yards from the pro football record, all-time passing, and he won't take it in the first half as he takes a knee and runs out the clock. The gun sounding to end this first half, a low-scoring first half of football. Allen and the Argos a 5-3 lead, but Jason Moss and the Tiger Cats hurting themselves with 4 turnovers. Now here's Brenda with Pinball Clemens.
Well, 4 turnovers by the Hamilton Tiger Cats. Are you a little surprised your team couldn't capitalize a little bit better?
Well, I think the one thing that we're happy is we haven't turned the football over. We haven't played extremely well, but we haven't done the things that hurt ourselves, and that's the only reason we're ahead in the football game.
Yesterday, Damon Allen was saying he was going to address the team about the game, about the record. Do you have any idea what he said and their reaction?
Well, I don't even really think he got around to it, in that he's doing some good things with the football, but we're doing everything between the 35s. We got to find a way to get the ball in the scoring zone and get it into the end zone.
Good luck in the second half.
Thank you so much, Ken.
A defensive battle marred by turnovers for the Tiger Cats, but Hamilton playing a tougher brand of football here on Labor Day at Ivor Winds. Canadian Tire at the half. Summer starts at Canadian Tire. Now here's Elliott Friedman.
9 days ago, the Hamilton Tiger Cats left this stadium labeled as quitters, and it was fair comment after those back-to-back losses to Saskatchewan in a half tonight. Even though they're losing, they've done a lot to change at least that image. The big numbers, the turnovers, obviously 4 of them. Damon Allen, by the way, has 128 yards passing, 37, Greg Freres, from breaking Warren Moon's all-time record. But all of you were so excited, particularly you, Greg, to see some other Hamilton guys looking good with the ball offensively.
Well, offensively, you know, it's always been, I've been wondering why they haven't been using their players based off of their skill sets. But you know what, they're doing a good job. Jason Moss, although they've turned the ball over so many times, he's hitting DJ Flick, Terry Vaughn early in the game, even Mike Morreale down the seam. But Corey Holmes has been the story in the first half. Here's a guy who's rushed for 54 yards, 27 yards passing, and this is an individual who we've been crying to get this individual onto the field. His average is 5.4 yards per carry, and he had a great game in week 1 against Toronto with 87 yards rushing. This is a guy who can do it all, and we've been saying that. Corey Holmes is having a great half. They just got to stop hurting themselves here in Hamilton.
And Jason Moss still, as well as everybody has improved, Sean, looks a bit shaky to you.
And that's where the main problem is with this Hamilton Tiger Cats team right now. Everybody else has come on board. We've got Corey Holmes, we've got Josh Ronick running, we've actually got the offensive line blocking, but Jason Moss just doesn't look like he quite feels comfortable out there. He's turned the ball over a few times. I think this is where he's a little bit too tight. He's trying to do too much. He underthrows Mike Morreale in that right there, and that's just an instance where, hey, he's got 7 points on the board. Just put the ball up, let your guy run to it, come down, score. You don't have to do everything perfectly yourself.
David?
Well, without a doubt, I mean, the play action will set you free. And I mean, you're finding it right now. It's that they're play actioning to Josh Ronick, play actioning to Corey Holmes, and it's opening up the pass, giving Jason Moss a lot of time to throw. But for the players, just remember, calm down. Don't be in such a rush to make a play, or don't worry. Just execute your assignment and don't make any more bonehead mistakes, because you can still win this game. They can stay in this if they just calm down.
Well, it's like we've still seen vestiges of the old Tiger Cats. People making those dumb bonehead mistakes like you referred to. You know, Tim Cheatwood roughing Damon Allen when it was completely unnecessary, and as a result, he ends up hurting his own player, Devontae Peterson. Those are the sorts of things that we saw from the Tiger Cats in the past, and we would like not to see any more of in this game or in the future.
All right, meanwhile this afternoon, speaking of hurting yourselves, the Edmonton Eskimos did it again this afternoon. They were in position down 13-10 when Troy Davis is stripped by Brian Clark, who goes 32 yards for the touchdown. No coincidence that he's gotten healthy, Calgary's gotten better. Then at the end of the half, 20-13, Henry Burris with 1 second left is allowed to go down the sideline and score. Ricky Ray in a losing cause. It should be pointed out the great stones he showed as the Stampeders, 6 of them had a shot at him here, basically used his body for T-ball practice. This touchdown to Trevor Gaylor cut it to 27-20, but this is the kind of thing that went wrong. 30-23, they had a chance to make it. They actually made a 42-yarder. A penalty knocked it down and put it back to 47. The look on Machocha's face says it all, guys. Edmonton now 3-7 in what is by far the toughest division, with arguably, Sean, the 3 best teams in the league right now ahead of them.
Well, this was vintage Edmonton Eskimos a la this season, unfortunately. Ricky Ray once again comes out, has a great performance, puts up great individual numbers, but the rest of the supporting cast just isn't there for him, and they're not running the ball effectively, which I think is a big key to why they weren't successful this week.
Well, and the Edmonton Eskimos just lacking that intensity that's needed, specifically on defense. 250 yards rushing, the Calgary Stampeders on the Edmonton defense. Joffrey Reynolds is only 35 yards now from going over 1,000. What a consistent performer he has been for the Calgary Stampeders.
For me, watching this game was like textbook you. The linebackers, Senior Mobley, A.J. Gass, Cornelius Anthony, Brian Clark. It was textbook football by the linebackers. And Joffrey Reynolds, oh, he put on a clinic, slowing down, stutter step, shaking outside, power game, speed, changing speeds. It was a textbook day. I hope all the kids were watching, because you could have learned a lot watching these guys
And how
play
about
today.
Henry Burris talking about clinics? You know, Henry's sitting back there, throwing the ball up to Nick Lewis, to Jermaine Copeland. He's making it look easy. And then when those guys are covered up, Edmonton thinks they've done a great job. Henry decides, hey, I'm going to take off. I'm going to run myself.
All right, but the happiest guy, probably the president of the Joffrey Reynolds fan club, that's Greg Freres. He was watching him today. He was ecstatic with the way Reynolds ran the ball. 37 more to go for Damon Allen. Jason Moss trying to find the system, his way in it.
I
remember coming here when I was your age. We're playing the Wings for the city championships. And we would have won too, if it weren't for McDougal. Franklin, it's go time. Let's dance.
Generation after generation, hockey starts at Canadian Tire.
Most 16, 17-year-old kids, they make a bad choice, they get grounded. Then there's kids, they make a bad choice. Those kids get sent here.
You want to start a football team?
Exactly.
Your neck is way out on this.
If you accept this challenge, when it's all over, gonna be winners.
Coach, I want to show people I can play.
One goal.
Now, prove to everyone out there.
A second chance. For somebody. The Rock Gridiron Gang. In theaters everywhere, September 15th.
Hey, do you guys want to have a Tim Hortons Toasted Chicken Club for lunch? Yeah, sure.
It's 9 a.m.
Bill, sorry to bother you. You getting hungry?
Toasted Chicken Club. Chicken Club.
Lots of colors here to choose from.
Bill, Sarah, lunch.
Tim Hortons Toasted Chicken Club. Seasoned chicken, crisp bacon, fresh lettuce, tomato, and honey mustard sauce. In a combo for just $5.95.
So what are you guys doing for lunch tomorrow?
The key players for the BC Lions: on offense, number 82, Jason Claremont.
On defense, number 23, Mark Washington.
On special teams, Adam, safety ambassador for the War Amps.
Adam lost his leg in a lawnmower accident. Now this guy knows what it means to play safe.
He sure knows his football, too.
Whatever game you play.
Play safe.
A message from the BC Lions, the CFL, and the War Amps.
Every Mars bar made in Canada is now peanut-free. So more people are free to eat a Mars.
How's she getting on, me son? She was born and bred back home, eh? She's called Nissan X-Trail Bonavista. Take a gander at that Penroof, buddy. If that don't put a gust in your spinnaker, I don't know what would. And look at the wheels on her. Got enough alloy in there to fill a bucket. She got the climate control on the inside in case you got the mother along with you. If you got a haul and you got a washer on, you got the washable floorboard in the back. Like me mother always said, she said, you got a single line, you can add 2 hooks.
I'll take it.
Get your Nissan X-Trail Bonavista Edition with $1,000 added value. Just $29,998 at Nissan's bottom line sales event.
Back in the day. Brought to you by Nissan Versa, the larger-than-life small car.
A tough, no-nonsense town needs a tough, no-nonsense team. And in the 60s, Hamilton had their Ticats, and the Ticats had Angelo Mosca. Big Nasty spent 15 years terrorizing offensive lines and punishing anyone who got in his way, thrilling Steeltown faithful during Hamilton's glory years. No one has ever played in more Grey Cups than Mosca's 9. Few wear more rings than his 5. His flair for the dramatic made him a favorite on both the gridiron and the squared circle, where he wrestled for many years as King Kong and the mighty Hercules.
Closed captioning of this program is brought to you by cbc.ca, Canada's trusted online news source. Intelligence on CBC television.
Introducing Counteract Electronic Rust Proofing, the same technology used on snowplows. With a one-time installation, it generates an electronic shield that helps prevent and inhibit rust from forming, inside and out. Rust proofing starts at Canadian Tire.
We convince a kid to stay off the streets. All we do is create a void. We've got to fill that void.
More than just a coach.
You want to start a football team?
Exactly.
Whatever hood you're from, this is your hood now.
More than just a team.
I want to show people I can play. It's hard to be a loser.
More than just a game.
Now it's time to prove to everyone out there that even though you're locked up, we're somebody.
Based on a true story.
Not lose no more. All we got to do is show it one more time.
Gridiron Gang. In theaters everywhere September 15th.
There's more to Dodge Charger than legendary performance. More gas savings with a choice of 2 fuel-efficient V6 engines. More security with an electronic stability program, anti-lock brakes, airbags, and 5 stars, the highest government frontal crash test rating. Even an available DVD system. The 2006 Dodge Charger, a new kind of family car for your kind of family. Unleash the most rewarding family car on the road. Only at your Dodge retailer.
The CFL on CBC. Brought to you by Subway Restaurants. Subway. Eat fresh. And by Dodge and their retailers. Grab life by the horn.
And there's a sellout crowd here for this traditional Labor Day game between two bitter rivals.
He's going to score again, and the Eskimos have pulled out another victory. Touchdown, Tiger Cats. A gorgeous sunset over the Niagara Escarpment as we get set to start the second half. It's not a barn burner. 5-3, the Argos in front of the Tiger Cats. But the Cats are playing a bit more of that eat 'em raw football that we've come to associate them with at Labor Day. Right now, let's go to the sidelines. Here's Brenda with Cats head coach Ron Lancaster.
Well, Ron, what a difference a week makes. It didn't look like the same club out there in the first half than it did last week.
Yeah, but we're still down 2. You know, we played a pretty good first half of football. But they're an awful good football team we're playing to begin with. We know that. But you cannot turn it over. You know yourself. You turn the ball over 2 times more than the other team usually lose, and with a couple dumb penalties. So if we tighten that up, we win the football game.
Corey Holmes looked good out there. What's the status now of your other running back, Josh?
Josh won't be back. He hurt his knee something. I don't know what it was, but he won't be back tonight.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Let's go upstairs now.
Thanks, Brenda. Good to see Ron crack a smile. Last week he wasn't talking, but he mentioned the turnovers, 4 in the first half by the Tiger Cats. I thought 2 of them, the fumble by Moss after that big run and then the interception by Younger, took points off the board for Hamilton.
Yeah, they absolutely did. The turnovers hurt them. But the big picture is the Ticats are playing a re-energized, a focus. They're playing with a lot of intensity, which is what they weren't playing with for the past 3 weeks. So that, combined with moving the football well in a great first half by Corey Holmes, who now has all the pressure on him with Josh Ronick out, just eliminate those turnovers, they got a chance to win this football game.
Moss calling his own plays and getting himself some time. The offensive line really giving him time in the pocket and rolling away he has been in that first half to give himself more. If he can cut down on turnovers, they've got something to build on in this second half. And Damon Allen, the revised calculation now, 41 yards away from the all-time pro football passing record. But in the first half, it was the Argo defense that kept Toronto in the game.
Yeah, it was their defense, and that's what they depend on. I mean, they win with their defense. But that being said, they did not play well offensively. I mean, against a Ticat defense that had let up 99 points in the last 2 weeks, you expect more from your offense. They have such weapons. Damon Allen, Jeff Johnson at running back, Tony Miles, Arlan Bruce at receiver. You've got to move the ball better than they did, and you have to score more points.
So the quarterbacks are warmed and ready as we get set for the second half of this Labor Day Classic, coming to you in high definition from Ivor Wynne Stadium. And a big crowd of just under 29,000 in attendance tonight. These Ticat fans have been loyal amid all the losing, and they're back to support their team on this day that has been on the calendar and circled for months.
Yeah, and they're starting to see some of the guys that they wanted to see from the beginning of the season, some of the stars play well. Jason Moss,
right?
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Josh Ronick, who until his injury had played extremely well, and of course Corey Holmes at running back.
Jamie Borum to kick off this third quarter. And it's Keith Stokes from his 15-yard line. Stokes gets some blocks and a lane. Tries to get outside, but the veteran Rob Hitchcock makes the tackle at the 49-yard line. There is a flag back at the 35.
Flag on the field.
And while we have time, let's look at where Damon Allen placed his passes in the first half.
Toronto number 8.
He hasn't thrown anything deep, which I would expect to see in the second half, but he's been consistent in a good completion percentage with the 11 for 16, going more to his left, especially short, but it's very conservative. They need to open it up a little bit and throw deep.
Chris Hardy is called for an illegal block. It's a 10-yard penalty, and the Argos will start at their own 24-yard line. And on the ground they go with that efficient offense, and it's Brian Crawford with his first carry of the game in his first CFL start in the backfield, earning it with tremendous effort on special teams this season.
Where you see him come out the second half and go right back to the run. In the old Argo offense, you wouldn't have seen much of that under Ken Austin. They're still trying to establish that run. I'll tell you, this is a huge second half for the Argos. They need this football game and the next one against the Ticats to stay in the hunt in the East.
A little smile on the second-year man's face after his carry. Across the middle, the pass is well short from Allen and hits the turf incomplete. Third down. And the complexion of that East division is changing by the week with the Alouettes on a 4-game losing streak. The Argos right now on a 3-game winning streak. And with a win here tonight, they can move to within 1 game of the division-leading Alouettes.
Which is amazing with that 2-5 start. But wouldn't the Ticats just love to play a role in that whole battle for first place in the East? And that's what the message they're trying to send tonight versus these Argos.
Prefontaine, a punt that doesn't turn over, bouncing at the 45 to the 35. Quinney breaks the first tackle, gets a block outside down the sidelines. There's a flag. He scoots free. Quinney now in a foot race down the sideline, and Prefontaine there to make the tackle for Toronto at the 22. But a flag is way back where the kick was caught.
Well, we just had back-to-back. Great, one a kickoff return, one a punt return there. Both flagged as
illegal block. Hamilton number 42. The 10-yard penalty on the run back.
That's on Rob Hitchcock. But again, these great exciting plays, and this is the trend in the CFL this year. You know, they kind of taking the excitement out of our league as we look at the play, and hey, that's a good call. It was right there. It was Rob Hitchcock. There you see Marius kind of pull up on one that he could have blocked someone from the back, but that was a block in the back.
52-yard return is wiped out by the penalty. Bashar Livingston has the only punt return touchdown in the league this year. In a league that used to electrify its fans with kick return touchdowns.
Yeah, we need to see less penalties, whether if it's the players. Come on, coaches, emphasize no blocking in the back and holding.
The coaches went to the league in the offseason and said they wanted stricter rules on blocking. In last season, you're allowed to block 3 sides, either side and the back and the front of the player, just not the back. Now it's a front plane or a back plane, and the referees appear to be calling everything that's close to the side.
They are doing that, but yet most of the penalties I've seen on these returns are just blatant penalties. I mean, they're blatant, like that one from Rob Hitchcock in the back. I mean,
yeah, you know, the officials are making the calls, and they're warranted, and there's no question about that. I just think that it's almost like the trap in hockey. The CFL is going the opposite direction of the NHL, taking some of the star power and exciting plays out of the game.
Yeah, I know as fans and as broadcasters, we want to see that play back in the game. We love these great returns, and it's just not happening. They're all getting called back.
Glenn Johnson has talked to both head coaches, had his blotter out there. Not sure what he was asking. Ball is at the 28. First down for Tiger Cats as play is whistled in. Can Moss and the Cats protect the football in this second half? Now another delay, and Glenn Johnson wants the timer to reset the clock. 20 seconds on the play clock, and now play is whistled in.
Or important for this offense to come out in the beginning of the second half with the same intensity they had in that first half.
Moss up behind his center, handing off. It's Holmes off that left tackle. Big Jonta Woodard leading the way. And Holmes is close to another first down. Every time he touches the ball, something exciting is happening tonight.
He makes great decisions and runs extremely hard. Take another look at this run, and again, as opposed to popping it out, he cuts it back in, and right there he has that decision. Stays inside, and what they call that from a running back standpoint is getting north and south. Don't go east and west sideways. You're not gaining yards. Just put your head down, go north and south, and he does that extremely well. I mean, Ticat fans are saying, why have we been missing this guy all season?
This offensive line is playing terrifically. That's nearly intercepted. 2 Argos had a shot at it. I think Kevin Ivan was the first to get his hands on that pass from Moss, who says, my bad.
Yeah, a dismal decision that time. And here's the passing chart from Jason. He's 7 for 14 in the first half. He's taken those shots deep, but 1 has been intercepted. Yeah, pretty good pass, but still got intercepted, but been good underneath. 4 for 5 to the right, 2 for 4 to the left. Can't make decisions like that last one, though.
Boy, close to another turnover now. A fan has run onto the field here to stop the proceedings. Enjoying his 15 seconds of fame. And there's no security to be found here at Ivor Wynne. Finally, a police officer walks along and escorts him off the field.
Well, we take a look. He's trying to hit Brock Ralph on a hitch, and again.
Whoa! Ooh, the face mask.
Yeah. Not giving him a chance. That was missed. I mean, at least he's trying to keep him from making the interceptions. But again, these Argo, the linebackers and defensive back jump those 3-step routes, meaning the quick passes so quickly. They're tough to complete against this Argo defense.
Argos already with 2 interceptions in the first half. Movement along the line of scrimmage, and Eric England jumped at that left end position.
Now, if they're going to call this against Eric England and the Argos, I don't know why they didn't let the play go on.
Offside. Toronto number 95.
Because it's at the top, right up here.
Second down.
Now, if he's trying to get back, you're supposed to blow the whistle dead if there's a danger of him putting a big hit on the quarterback. But if you can draw them all sides and go ahead with your play, the quarterbacks usually throw it up deep and look for a big play.
It's a free play.
I mean, it's a small point, but it's another opportunity the Ticats don't have now.
2nd and 5 after the offside. Here comes the Argo blitz. Play action. Moss rolling to the wide side. He has a completion. But the Argos were all over that as Byron Parker makes the tackle on Kamau Peterson. And it's just a gain of 2, so a 3rd down punting situation for Moss and the Cats.
All right, you get tired of me saying this, but you got 2nd and 5 or 2nd and 4. Why run a route that is only 3 yards and not pick up the first down? I don't understand that. From a receiver standpoint, you got to run your route as far as the first down is.
Rich Stubler's defense, one of the toughest secondaries to beat deep, forcing quarterbacks frustratingly to throw those short passes. Fleming with an end-over-end punt, and Livingston has it at the 28. Bashar Livingston tries to get outside, cuts back inside, and Rob Hitchcock is in to make the tackle. A flag back at the 50 as the Argos take over on offense.
There's more to Dodge Charger than legendary performance. More gas savings with a choice of 2 fuel-efficient V6 engines. More security with an electronic stability program, anti-lock brakes, airbags, and 5 stars, the highest government frontal crash test rating. Even an available DVD system. The 2006 Dodge Charger, a new kind of family car for your kind of family. Unleash the most rewarding family car on the road. Only at your Dodge retailer.
1 week before class, waiting for Mike, Mike's hair, and his new 1 gig phone. 280 songs? Let's go. Make myself dizzy? Forget the map. Song 20, first stop. At song 75, need sleep but can't. So we dance till song 95. That's my bed. Who needs sleep anyway? Ahoy, matey, you're cute. Arr, poor guy. Food down, music up. The water calls us. So does Steve's mom again. 280 songs done, 280 new memories. Let's push play and get back to school.
Sagway Dinner Theatre presents The Unfed.
Hungry.
I smell a blockbuster. And for dinner, Subway restaurants.
Where you can get freshly baked bread every day. And with 5 delicious types to choose from, the whole family will be happy.
Subway, eat, eight.
To require any assistance. CBC Sports and Sony Canada are proud to bring you today's game in high definition from the stadium to your living room. Sony brings you the full power of HD. Back at Ivor Wynn, second half of this Labor Day doubleheader, and it's a defensive battle to say the least. 5-3, the Argos in front, and after a 15-yard face mask penalty to Arnold Parker, Argos with good field position across midfield. Here's Allen in the shotgun. A dump pass to Jeff Johnson out of the backfield, and Armour brings him down at the 40 after a gain of 14 and a first down. That's where Johnson has been at his most lethal, taking those passes out of the backfield.
Yeah, you watch Jeff come and hook up right here. It's a zone defense. The two receivers draw the linebackers out, and there's absolutely nobody right there. Jeff is a very good route runner, and he knows in zone where to sit it down.
14-yard gain. Damon Allen now 27 yards to the record. In the shotgun again, 4-man rush. He has time, throws to the flats to Jeff Johnson, and Johnson hit by Armour out of bounds, and it looks like he'll have another first down for the Argonauts.
Nice patience by Damon as the upfield routes are covered, but what a great asset to be able to throw the ball to a back out of the backfield, get it to him maybe at 5 yards and let him do the rest. Jeff Johnson proving his versatility as both a runner and a receiver.
Allen now 16 yards to the record. And his offense threatening to score the game's first touchdown. In the shotgun, it's a pitch to Arlen Bruce. Bruce cuts upfield, big block across the 10 to the end zone. Touchdown, and that's the record there on the shovel. Damon Allen getting to the end zone for the football. Allen is over the moon tonight here in Hamilton. 22 years in the making. Damon Allen has surpassed Warren Moon for pro football's all-time record as the all-time leading passer on this play.
They went to a little trickery with it. They had Stokes coming the other way underneath, looking like the shovel pass, and then Arlen Bruce comes from left to right, and Damon tosses it to him, and again, let your athletes do all the work. Short pass, short toss, long run by Arlen Bruce.
And Arlen Bruce, you're right, with a second effort to deliver the record tonight. And Damon Allen's wife, Desiree, his daughters, and his grandson in attendance tonight to witness this historic moment in pro football as he moves past Warren Moon to become the all-time leading passer in pro football. Damon Allen leaving his indelible mark on the game tonight on Labor Day.
What an amazing number to pass of pro football passing yards. And I'll tell you what, he's done it by being consistent, by being smart, and by being durable. I mean, anytime you play that long professionally, especially a sport like football, it's an amazing feat.
22 years in the making. His longevity etched into the history books with this passing record as the Argo owners congratulate their quarterback at 43 years of age. Damon Allen saying what this record means most is the recognition of his longevity, being a starter in his 40s. Now the ceremony to mark the occasion. Here's Brenda.
Howard Sokolowski and David Cinnamon, the Argo owners, are here. Steve Mariucci, Damon's quarterback coach at Cal State Fullerton, and now to Tom Wright, the commissioner of the CFL, with a presentation.
Thanks very much, Barbara. Damon, on behalf of the Canadian Football League and CFL fans from coast to coast to coast and around the world, please accept our congratulations and this game, along with our thanks for everything that you have done for our game and for our league. You've received many a game ball, but none longer than this one, Damon. Congratulations. Thank you.
Well, I'd like to ask one question of Steve Mariucci. Steve, when you first saw this young, skinny quarterback, did you ever think that he'd be setting a professional football mark like this one?
No, all I know, it was a pleasure to coach Damon at age 18 and 19, and when he was just a kid. And we've been so proud of him for so long, and it's just fitting that a guy like this would break the all-time passing record in pro football. We're really proud of you, Damon.
Well, Damon, you've talked about it so much this week. How does it finally feel to break the record, and what does it say about your career?
Well, first of all, it talks about, you know, so many people who supported me throughout my whole career. It starts with my parents and my family, my brothers and sisters who instilled in me that I can do anything I want to do. And over the last 22 years, I've had the honor and the pleasure in playing in front of great fans across the CFL, including the Hamilton Tiger Cat fans. And I'm just looking forward to coming back to Toronto and celebrate next week.
Congratulations, Damon.
Thanks a lot.
Damon Allen, pro football's all-time leading passer.
And a gracious standing ovation, including wife Desiree and one of his biggest supporters, the Pinball, as history is made tonight. Pinball's wife Diane along with Desiree in the stands, and the celebration continues here at Ivor Wynn. And this week Damon Allen was talking about this moment, anticipating it, as we look at the 29-yard shovel pass and run to Arlen Bruce that set the mark. Allen anticipating it and then celebrating the new record.
I'm just thinking how fitting that is for Damon Allen. It's not the classic. I mean, you're passing Warren Moon and Dan Marino's up there on the list, and these classic drop back passers can throw the ball, and here he's doing it on a roll left shovel pass, which is so fitting for Damon Allen because he's done so much with his legs and his arms. But that play is really fitting, and congratulations, Damon Allen. What a mark.
And as I was saying, he was talking this week, thinking about this moment, anticipating it, saying the first thing he thought of was back when he was a kid playing minor football back in California, when he was a defensive back and his own quarterback overthrew a receiver in practice. He caught the ball and rifled it back to the coach, and the coach said, "Hey, you're our quarterback now."
When opportunity knocks, take the best of it. He's certainly done that.
He has been an opportunist, and what a night it is for him to cherish and savor. Rolling the shovel to Arlen Bruce, and Bruce carries the mail to the end zone and the record books for his quarterback tonight. On the sidelines, Pinball Clemens there to congratulate him, along with Ron Lancaster, whose CFL all-time passing record Damon broke back in 2000. A career that has spanned 22 years, taking you back to 1985. A youngster in Edmonton makes his first completion, the first of more than 70,000 yards through the air. That's the distance between, believe it or not, Toronto and Hamilton. About 60 kilometers. My math is right.
You would know that.
You got to convert the yards to metric and blah, blah, blah.
Well done.
Well done indeed. Damon Allen, the new all-time pro football leading passer, eclipsing Warren Moon, a quarterback who blazed a path up here ahead of him, and those same Eskimos, and a quarterback who first turned Damon Allen on to the CFL. Here's Willie Quinney now returning the kickoff after the historic touchdown, and driven into the TV cart, and Prefontaine gets his nose dirty there.
There's Damon right there. We compare him with Warren Moon. Seasons, both very durable. Keep himself in great shape, and I'll tell you what, Damon may have more years to add to that. Amount of teams they played on yards, so really parallel those two careers right there. Some would argue, and I would argue, his arm strength today is as strong as when we looked at that picture in 1985 when he was just a kid. He can still sling it.
The NFL said he was too small, and he came up here and made a life in Canada. Here's Corey Holmes now, right through that left tackle spot again, and Bonner makes the tackle. Here's a question for you. Damon Allen is the all-time leader.
The girls, I know you're in the booth right now. Just want to let you know I love you. The game's still pretty tight. Even though I broke the record, the game's still pretty tight, so we got a lot more game to go. But just want to let you know how much you mean to me and the girls for supporting me all these years. Love you.
Damon getting his mind back on the game after the celebration. Holmes up the gut on 2nd and 3. But I want to ask you this question. 21,000 of Warren Moon's yards came in the CFL, the rest in the NFL. Does Damon Allen warrant a place in the Pro Football Hall of Fame with this new record?
I think throwing for over 70,000 yards in professional football gets you a place in professional football's Hall of Fame, flat out. That's what it's called. I'll tell you what, the rules in Canada certainly lend itself to throwing for more yards. First of all, we play more games during the season than the NFL does, but we have 3 downs, so you're throwing it a lot more, a longer field. But when it comes down to throwing the football, Desiree's calling everyone at home saying, hey, he did it. Marcus, he did it. He broke the record. But it comes down to throwing it. I mean, putting it on the money and making plays. And this guy is so unbelievable because not only does he have the record for passing yards, but he's 15th all-time in rushing yards.
He's closing in on Jim Brown and Marshall Faulk and all those great NFL running backs.
Are you kidding me? He's closing in on Marcus Allen, who's number 11. And you're right, he's within 500 yards of Jim Brown, Tony Dorsett, Eric Dickerson. I mean, that speaks to his athletic ability, right? He throws the ball well. We see him buy time behind the line of scrimmage, but rushing the football, he's also amazing.
So the record set, and the focus returns to the game at hand as Moss sneaks it on 3rd down for the 1st down and hands it off to Holmes, right tackle again. And every time Holmes touches the football, something good happens for this Ticat offense. Very close to the 1st down marker.
Wow, well, Corey Holmes played extremely well tonight, getting his first start of the year. 7 rushes for 82 yards. I mean, my quick math is almost 8 yards a carry, just over 7 yards a carry, but he's done it everywhere, but mostly going to that left side of the offensive line. Going behind Woodard and Hudson, and why not? I mean, 2 of your best offensive linemen.
2nd and inches, and the Cats push it up the gut. Flags are down. You mentioned the left side. This is the 2nd game back at left tackle for Jonta Woodard, back from the NFL after being cut by the Washington Redskins, and he's really stabilized that line next to George Hudson.
He has. We see him right there at left tackle.
Offside. Toronto number 95.
Look at him drive, just drive. They're getting a push that they haven't had thus far this season from the offensive line, and Corey Holmes is just taking advantage of it. Even Josh Ronick at the beginning of the game was running the ball extremely well before he got injured. So, you know, you play the Argos, they shut down the pass very well. Why not run the ball against them where they're a little bit vulnerable?
Tiger Cats paring down Joe Paupau's playbook for tonight's game. More run involved like this. Look at Holmes, reverse direction when nothing was there, and makes something here. Battling his way close to another 1st down when they slammed the door at the line of scrimmage.
This play has so much good stuff in it. I mean, nothing is there. Holmes breaks the tackle, creates space to the right, but watch Jason Moss. After he hands it off, Holmes, all right, he does his job. Watch Jason Moss seal Mike O'Shea and let Corey Holmes run for another 5-6 yards. I mean, the effort is there tonight by these Hamilton Ticats.
Holmes now 12 carries for 89 yards. The Ticats telling us that they've pared down their run playlist to about 5 plays, focusing on that, and they've polished it tonight. Holmes again, slamming his way off tackle for another 1st down.
They are shredding the left side offensively of that defensive line of the Argos behind Woodard and Hudson, and we'll watch it again. I mean, he's not getting touched until 5 yards past the line of scrimmage.
And you got to give some credit to John Salavantis, who stepped into the breach this week, working with that offensive line. He said, you know, in past games, we'd practice 12 rushing plays and maybe use 4 or 5. Let's work on 5 and make them right. And they stay on the ground. Holmes again gets a block, high-stepping his way, close to another 1st down. The Ticats marching the ball on the ground behind this invigorated offensive line.
They look great. Holmes looks great, but your point is a tremendous one, because in the past, under Connie Kawhi and Joe Paopao, they had assignments. No matter what look they got, you got to go after this guy, cut him. All right, X block here, cross block here. Now he's saying, look at that block right there kicking out by Hudson. Is, hey, if someone's across from you and they drop out, just get the next guy, hit somebody, be a football player, react to the situation. And obviously it's effective with Holmes over 100 yards for the day.
And the first time this season as he finally gets some touches on the ground in this Tiger Cat offense. The West Division outstanding player a year ago has been quiet this year amid the controversy of this offense that has not been using him until tonight.
All right, so he's done well. They've driven all the way down the field. They're in scoring position. But now they have to come up with a play that gets them 9 yards and converts this first down. A play that you can hang your hat on. And usually you got to go to your go-to receiver. For the Tiger Cats, I don't know who that is, but you need to pick up 9 yards pretty desperately right here.
Good drive going here, but second and long. They need 9 yards. Here comes pressure. Moss is in trouble. Oh, and they've got him for a huge sack. What a play by the Argo defense as Eric England and Rial Johnson combine for a huge loss.
I don't think the Tiger Cats have a play, a passing play, that they can say, we can hang our hat on this and pick up 5-10 yards. I mean, he's looking right. They went back to that little cross play to the left as we see just the pressure. I mean, he has a lot of time right there, but then off the edge, they just don't get the job done by the tackles. And boy, they're just, Johnson and Brown are just all over him. Just no one open right away. You need a quick play to dump it and pick up 5 to 10 yards and stay in field goal range. Now you got to try a 42-yard field goal.
A promising drive rounding to a halt as that Argo defense stiffened. A 42-yard attempt for Borum, who's longest this season, 47. He hits the ball hard, and he just makes it. Splitting the uprights, his second field goal of the football game, and the Ticats keep in touch.
Time and weather can make concrete look bad. Fix it with Techstone Granite by Beauty Tone. Only at Home Hardware and Home Building Center. An easy way to beautify and protect steps, balconies, floors, walls for as little as $1.70 a square foot in 3 simple steps. Prime with granite primer, trowel on Techstone Granite, seal it. For a slip-resistant surface that stands up to water, salt, and lots more. Now that's a step in the right direction. Techstone Granite by Beauty Tone. Only at Home Hardware.
Hurry into the Best Buy Labor Day sale. This week, all laptops, all televisions, all MP3 players, and more are on sale. Best Buy.
The Caritas Hospitals Foundation Home Lottery is already over 50% sold. 3 stunning grand prize show homes, each with a brand new BMW in the driveway, the Mercedes and $50,000 cash early bird prize package, the hottest new vehicles, worldwide vacations, and more. Over $3 million in prizes and chances of winning are 1 in 15. Call now, 702-2995 in Edmonton, or purchase online at CaritasHospitalsHomeLottery.com.
Back in Hamilton, Ticats within 6 of the Argos, but a huge sack by Eric England, his first of the year, from Rial Johnson.
Well, it's the biggest play of the football game. Let's watch the tackles for the Tiger Cats and see what they do on the biggest play of the football game. They set inside and just ole. It's the old lookout block. And maybe they turned to say, hey, look out, Jason, here it comes, because they didn't touch it, almost like they were setting up for a screen.
The thing they didn't do was wave the red flag. Just no sooner complimented that O-line, and they let their quarterback down. Here's Damon Allen, sacked for the first time tonight. In the first play after setting the record, Clinton Wayne, the newcomer from the Alouettes, with his first Ticat sack.
Clinton Wayne's going to be a great addition for this Tiger Cat defense, but Damon's saying here, all right, I got the passing record. Time to set my sights on the rushing record. They try a quarterback draw, but Clinton Wayne has nothing to do with it.
Clinton Wayne in his tour of the CFL on his 5th team now. He's played in Calgary, Edmonton, Ottawa, Montreal, now Hamilton, but closer to home here in the Toronto area. Second down, 12 to go. Allen throwing, nearly intercepted, intended for Arlen Bruce, and Wayne Shaw stepped in front of that bullet to break it up.
Nice job by Wayne Shaw coming down. He's the free safety, but he rotates down into coverage, and Cody comes back and takes his spot, and he cuts under Arlen Bruce and almost makes the play of the game. And if he picks that off, there's nobody there to tackle him. But they do a nice job between Shaw and Cody of rotating down and changing positions.
Prefontaine to punt. Willie Quinney, the lanky rookie, back to return for Hamilton. Prefontaine using up most of the play clock before getting this one off with 3 seconds to go. A nice deep spiral, one of his best of the night, to Quinney at the 28. Quinney trying to get outside, gets a block from Marius and is dragged down. Ray Fontaine makes the tackle for the Argos, the team leader in special teams.
Subway Dinner Theatre presents The Unfed.
Hungry.
I smell a blockbuster. And for dinner, Subway restaurants.
Where you can get freshly baked bread every day. And with 5 delicious types to choose from, the whole family will be happy.
Subway, eat ice.
There's more to Dodge Charger than legendary performance. More gas savings with a choice of 2 fuel-efficient V6 engines. More security with an electronic stability program, anti-lock brakes, airbags, and 5 stars, the highest government frontal crash test rating. Even an available DVD system. The 2006 Dodge Charger, a new kind of family car for your kind of family. Unleash the most rewarding family car on the road. Only at your Dodge retailer.
Welcome back to Ask an Expert. Jordan from Halifax writes, my hard drive just crashed with all my files on it. What can I do? Don't worry. All you need to do to recover your data is...
We interrupt to bring you this news. Future Shop has put every flat panel TV, every laptop, and every appliance on sale until this Thursday. Now back to you.
Be sure to follow those 4 crucial steps, and you'll get your files back.
Future Shop, helping Canadians connect.
Next Saturday from Spruce Meadows in Calgary, we present championship show jumping on CBC, the BMO Financial Group Nations Cup. Riders from 6 countries will face off in the shadow of the Rocky Mountains. It all starts at 7 local time, 8 Atlantic, 8:30 in Newfoundland. 2:09 to go in the 3rd quarter, a defensive struggle here on Labor Day. And the Tiger Cats in their white helmets tonight, back on offense. Jason Moss handing off to the tailback. Holmes, a straight arm, and he gets outside Kevin Ivan for a short gain on the play. The white helmets the Tiger Cats wearing tonight will be worn only this evening, and then they will be auctioned off online, with the proceeds going to the Hamilton Literacy Program. And we talked to Bob Young, the Ticat owner, before the game, and he said, well, the fans have been a little bit upset about the tinkering with the logo. They've got that new cat logo on the side of the white helmet, but it's just one more example of the Tiger Cat organization looking to market this football team, bring it into the 21st century.
They're right. They did a great job with that, but not only that, they've changed it, and you know, people were superstitious. They've played extremely well with this new white helmet and white look. And
are you saying maybe they won't put the helmets up for sale?
No, I'm sure they will, but the reaction from the fans is going to be a lot more positive because the Ticats have played well.
Woodard on the hold. It's first down, repeated, 20 yards to go, and flags fly before Moss can get the play off. Ben Johnson sorting it out.
You would think since they blew the whistle it would be illegal procedure because that stops a play. But
procedure, Hamilton number 50. 5-yard penalty, repeat, first down.
So that's Powell at right tackle. Moving early. but that looked like both sides actually were offsides. Right here, let's see if he did move. Jeez, these guys really earn their paycheck. Just subtly jumped right before the snap.
Cats are backing up towards their end zone. 1st and 25 now. 113 yards and penalties tonight. Moss in the pocket, gets it away. Peterson on a crossing route in front of Mike O'Shea, gets away from the linebacker. Then he's tackled. It was Antonius Bonner who's been all over the tackle department for the Argos on defense.
Here, Jason with a lot of time again in the pocket, you know, all day to look. He finds Peterson. Here's where we're talking about getting north and south, right? All that east and west, that looks great. He's running for a lot of yards. They just aren't going forward towards the first down.
2nd down and 18 after a gain of 7 by Kamal Peterson. In the shotgun, Moss in a 4-man rush from Toronto. Throws it across center field. Corey Holmes makes a grandstanding catch and then is chipped down short, just short of the first down. Holmes leaking out of the backfield with a big catch and a gain of 16 yards on the play.
Now they have a decision to make, but hey, we see what Corey Holmes is all about today. Moss releasing it under pressure, great job, but watch the catch. Extended, not knowing if you're going to get hit by a linebacker, breaking a tackle from maybe the best tackler in the league, Kevin Iben, and just ends up 1, maybe 2 yards short of the first down, and now we'll see the Ticats go for it.
Yes, Ron Lancaster is going to roll the dice, and it's a good 2 yards here on 3rd down with the ball at their own 39-yard line.
That's no long one. That's a definite 2 yards they need to pick up this first down.
Rob Hitchcock into the game now in the backfield. Big team in. The ball is handed off to Holmes. He's rocked at the line of scrimmage, and I don't know if he got it.
Wow,
he needed to get across the 40 to about the 41.
He didn't get it. He got hit by a train called Mike O'Shea. He had a good hole for the first down, but he's going to be short.
Yes, they're going to be almost a yard short here.
Watch this hit. I mean, just sends him straight back.
Mike O'Shea, the veteran who turns 36 this month, with a big tackle indeed. So they're short. The 5th turnover of the game for the Cats.
Subway Dinner Theatre presents The Unfed.
Hungry.
I smell a blockbuster. And for dinner, Subway restaurants.
Where you can get freshly baked bread every day. And with 5 delicious types to choose from, the whole family will be happy.
Subway, eat ice.
There's more to Dodge Charger than legendary performance. More gas savings with a choice of 2 fuel-efficient V6 engines. More security with an electronic stability program, anti-lock brakes, airbags, and 5 stars, the highest government frontal crash test rating. Even an available DVD system. The 2006 Dodge Charger, a new kind of family car for your kind of family. Unleash the most rewarding family car on the road. Only at your Dodge retailer.
Get ready for big-time football. It's the at-home rematch of the Labor Day Classic. Get your single game seat ticket when the Eskimos host the Calgary Stampeders Friday, September 8th, beginning at 7 p.m. The Edmonton Eskimos. Big-time football. Big-time fun.
The best show jumping has to offer. The most talented athletes from around the world. How do you define world-class sport? Don't miss the CN International at the Spruce Meadows Masters. Sunday, September 10th.
The steel mills going full tilt on Labor Day as we head to the fourth quarter, and a 6-point Argo lead after the Cats blew a 3rd and 2 gamble.
Watch Hudson coming around the end and doesn't block anybody. I mean, it's not one guy's fault, but you got to turn back in and get the linebacker. Questionable call going for a 3rd and 2. I like it.
You do?
Yep.
Okay. It's a 6-point game, and now the Argos have the ball. Jeff Johnson high-stepping his way up the middle. And a good first down production on the ground.
Ticats, I mean, statistically controlling the football game except for turnovers. 5 turnovers, the last one coming on downs there, but the 16 first downs, 123 yards passing, rushed the ball extremely well with Corey Holmes. Dominating time of possession, but you do all that and you turn it over 5 times.
Hey, 5 times tonight, 13 turnovers in the last 2 games. 2nd and 3. And Johnson bulldozing his way up the gut, moving the pile, and he'll have a Toronto first down. And this ominous stat for the Tiger Cats, down 6 points here in the fourth quarter. Darren Flutie, the Argo defense has pitched shutouts in the fourth quarter in the last 3 games.
Yeah, that's impressive, but we're here right now, and the Ticats are running all over them. I mean, they're having a tough time stopping this Ticat offense.
First down, Allen, play action as he heads back to the pocket. In trouble, gets away, and he'll run now. The elusive cat-like veteran. And he's tackled at the 20. It's Rob Hitchcock, the veteran of 12 years in black and gold, stops the Argo quarterback shy of the first down.
Well, more than anything, this aspect of Damon Allen just kills defenses. You have a good coverage, you get good pressure on them, you make them step up in the pocket, and then you can't bring them down, you can't make the tackle, and he comes close to picking up a first down, gains 9 yards. I mean, that's just so frustrating from a defensive point of view.
Michael Bishop into the game now on 2nd and 1, running off tackle, and he's hammered. And the big quarterback fights for that yardage, and we'll see what kind of a spot he gets. The first down marker is at the 19.
Yeah, strong. Michael Bishop, such a strong quarterback. Watch what he does. Not the traditional right underneath, but bounces it off tackle. Goes one-on-one with Ray Mariuz. And you know what? In the end, he ends up leaning forward and kind of winning that battle to what I think pick up a first down. Just a bit short.
3rd down and inches. Just shy of the, just across the 19-yard line. Allen with his first run of the football game, the 9-yard run. And they'll send Bishop back into the game on 3rd down to gamble. 3rd and inches. Bishop coming back to this team a few weeks ago from the Arena League to help out at quarterback in a backup role. Here they go on the 3rd down gamble. Bishop straight up the middle, and this time it looks like he'll have the yardage, but is the ball loose? Cat defenders were scrambling, but Bishop still has the football, and it is a Toronto first down.
Yeah, nice job. You picked up a little bit the first time you went in. Again, go right back to the quarterback sneak. Why turn around and lose a couple yards just to hand it off to a back and allow that defense to penetrate a little bit? Get a quick snap, which they did on that time. They quick snapped them and just push forward for enough for the first down.
The Argos now with a chance to take a big lead in what has been a defensive battle here tonight. Damon Allen, terrific passing, and the new all-time leader in pro football. Throwing the corner to the end zone. Johnson's got it. Touchdown, Toronto.
What a great pass by Damon Allen. And again, utilizing Jeff Johnson and his ability to be a receiver out of the backfield. Matched up one-on-one with Rob Hitchcock. And Damon just sets up, rolling right, makes everyone go right, throws back with Cheatwood in his face. And Rob Hitchcock gets, we see him at the last second turning his head, gets turned around, but it's just placed so nicely by Damon Allen. high and to the outside where only Jeff Johnson could catch it.
An 18-yard touchdown pass, the second of the game for Damon Allen, the 6th of his short season so far. And you're right, tremendous poise with Tim Cheatwood in his face. Prefontaine with the point after. The hold from Kevin Iben, and it's good. And so the Argos score a touchdown on the turnover on downs from the Tiger Cats to open a 12-point lead.
Back in res, 280 songs on my new 1 gig phone, week before class, 4 friends, let's go. Destination, who knows, no AC, but by song 5 we make our own. Song 20, Ginny calls a stop, good luck, she can't say I didn't warn her. Song 85, what the have to stop, made a new friend, wonder if he drives. Cooled off at song 145 and danced till song 165. 280 songs done, 280 stories to tell. Push play and let's head back.
You know the way dishcloths get. Dirty, smelly, full of bacteria. But not if you use the Natura cloth. Available only at Home Hardware or Home Building Center. The Natura cloth comes clean and germ-free simply by rinsing. And now there's all-natural Natura cleaner with genuine tea tree oil for outstanding cleaning action with a natural lemon scent. It cleans just about anything safely and effectively. Natura all-purpose cleaner and the amazing Natura cloth. Only at Home Hardware. Help is close to home.
How's it going down there?
Power's all out, Mike.
You know what you gotta do. You want to make things right? You gotta start right.
Start your day with the new rich brew taste of Nescafe Rich.
What took you so long?
Jeff Johnson with his first receiving touchdown, his 3rd touchdown of the year. And the Argos now have a 19-6 lead.
We get a great, that's Jeff right there. If you can see that, we get a great look at it right here coming out and up. 101 with Rob Hitchcock, and we watch Hitchcock get turned around. He's looking over his right shoulder, ball thrown perfectly toward his left shoulder for Jeff Johnson. Just coming out of the backfield, running what is called a wheel route, just an out and up the sideline, thrown so well by Damon Allen.
Allen jubilant in that Argo dugout. How about Jeff Johnson in relief tonight for John Avery? 96 yards now on 14 touches. Here's Quinney from his 10-yard line. Quinney up the hash marks, gets a block, and every one of his returns has been an adventure tonight as Khalil Carter helps out on the tackle. A reminder, we'd like you to log on to cbc.ca/CFL and vote for the player who you think showed heart and determination of a warrior. Tonight, we'll let you know the winner during our post-game show. And there's the sentimental favorite, the king, Damon Allen, tonight, the new record. We talk about the emphasis of the Argos more to the ground on offense in the last 3 weeks. That last series had 5 runs and 1 pass, the touchdown to Johnson. Moss wants to load it up and going deep for Kamal Peterson. He comes back to the football in front of Byron Parker and makes the catch. Parker thought there was contact and makes his case to the official, the side judge, Don Carmichael, but it's a big catch.
Let it go. Great play by the receiver. This is what you have to do sometimes. You got one-on-one coverage up the sideline. Watch Peterson. Yeah, he pushes off a little bit, but he goes up for the ball like it's a rebound. Last week, Hamilton Ticat receivers were waiting till it comes down. I mean, was pushing and shoving both sides, but he goes up at its highest point, catches the ball at the highest point, and makes the play.
You like that the Cat receivers are fighting for the ball tonight. After a couple of weak efforts, a 40-yard gain by Peterson. Rollout to the naked side. Flick makes the catch on a short pass, and Jordan Younger brings him down for a gain of 2.
Yeah, I like the deep pass they threw. I'm a little bit tired of this play. They've run it in critical situations, and if it's executed perfectly, you pick up 2 yards, which is, I don't know, not that great. But look at the comparison between Damon Allen and Jason Moss. I think both have played well today.
Just the inverse proportion on the touchdowns and interceptions.
Bingo. That's all it is. It's the 2 interceptions versus Damon's 2 touchdowns.
Moss with some fire in his eyes, trying to lead his team back here. Backpedaling, throwing to the wide side. It's intercepted. It was way wide of the mark, and the Argos are bringing this back. It's Byron Parker returning the interception for a touchdown. Parker's 2nd interception touchdown of the season. Released by the Dallas Cowboys at the end of July, coming back to the Argos in offense, and what a weapon he's been in the secondary.
Miscommunication between Peterson and Jason Moss. Jason thought he was going to hang towards the sideline versus zone coverage. Peterson started to bring it in. You make a mistake like that where you're one-on-one way near the sideline and it's over. It's just a pass you can't make.
Parker holding on to the football, Darren. His 2nd touchdown on interceptions. His 3rd touchdown, or rather 3rd interception.
That's how you make up.
In a month in the CFL, an 87-yard interception return for a touchdown, and the 6th turnover of the game for the Tiger Cats. The point after is good, and an animated Moss, an animated Parker. 2 different stories to tell tonight.
How's she getting on, me son? She was born and bred back home, eh? She's called Nissan X-Trail Bonavista. Vista. Take a gander at that Penrith, buddy. If that don't put a gust in your spinnaker, I don't know what would. And look at the wheels on her. Got enough alloy in there to fill a bucket. She got the climate control on the inside in case you got the mother along with you. If you got a haul and you got a washer on, you got the washable floorboard in the back. Like my mother always said, she said, you got a single line, you can add 2 hooks.
I'll take it.
Get your Nissan X-Trail Bonnet Vista Edition with $1,000 added value. Just $29,998 at Nissan's bottom line sales event.
Welcome back to Ask an Expert. Jordan from Halifax writes, my hard drive just crashed with all my files on it. What can I do? Don't worry. All you need to do to recover your data is...
We interrupt to bring you this news. Future Shop has put every flat panel TV, every laptop, and every appliance on sale until this Thursday. Now back to you.
Be sure to follow those 4 crucial steps, and you'll get your files back.
Future Shop, helping Canadians connect.
Ensure
Friendship.
Ensure
Laughter.
Ensure
Tears.
Ensure
Victory.
Across Canada, people are discovering Ensure. 1 glass gives you the complete balanced nutrition of a meal when you can't always have foods like these. Ensure.
Family. Wonder. Life.
Ensure, because you don't always have the time to eat right.
Oh dear, the bags are out at Ivor Wynn as Ticat supporters don't want to be recognized.
I really don't think this is all on Jason Moss, this last play. We'll see it right here. The idea of this play is go deep, him to go to the corner, him to come to 5 yards and stop. Put the pressure on this guy right here to have the corner 1 or the underneath 2. Let's see what happens. If you do that, you either have the corner over top or him sitting, see the corner right there? It would have been wide open if he sat down, but instead he came in. The only guy there was Parker, and it was completed. Just a touchdown the other way.
That's all. The longest interception return for a touchdown this season for the Argos, 87 yards for Parker, who has been a go-to DB for the Argos. 6 turnovers tonight for the Tiger Cats. There's the fumble by Moss after a great run. Willie Quinney carrying that football like a loaf of bread, lost it. The interceptions, 3 of them in total, thrown by Moss for a total of 13, league worst category for him. And then that one right there to Byron Parker, who was celebrating for the final 65 yards. 6 turnovers tonight, 14 in the last 2 games. And it's a dubious stat. You turn the ball over and you hurt your chances to win, and now it's a 20-point Toronto lead. And the Argos back in that prevent defense. Moss with time. He'll run as he's flushed from the pocket. Breaks a tackle from Michael O'Shea and gets close to the first down. We'll see where they spot it. First down marker at the 46, and it looks very close.
Yeah, Moss gets great protection again, and I like this kind of pattern better. They got 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left, and they're running crossing route. So he's looking, doesn't have it there, but the protection is good enough that he can tuck it and run. I mean, he's had time to throw the football tonight. It's just in critical situations they've turned it over and he's made bad decisions.
Moss in the no huddle. Here comes the blitz from the outside. He steps up into the pocket across the middle. It's complete to Brock Ralph. The Argos say he dropped it, and they'll spot it at the 49. Another first down as Ralph figures in the offense tonight.
Yeah, just right over the middle again, where I think you can beat the Argos defensively. We'll see if he holds on to this. He has it there. That's close. Close. Nice effort. Takes the hit, though. They may.
Ralph is the injured Tiger Cat. Chris Puskas in to attend to him. The Tiger Cats will check with him, and we'll take a timeout here on Labor Day in Hamilton.
Players for the BC Lions: on offense, number 82, Jason Claremont.
On defense, number 23, Mark Washington.
On special teams, Adam, safety ambassador for the War Amps.
Adam lost his leg in a lawnmower accident. Now this guy knows what it means to play safe.
He sure knows his football, too.
Whatever game you play.
Play safe.
A message from the BC Lions, the CFL, and the War Amps.
Night sky over Ivor Stadium on Labor Day. CFL on CBC. Mark Lee, Darren Flutie, Rob Crefo, Brenda Irving on the sidelines tonight. Glad you've joined us. And the Argos have taken advantage in this second half of the Tiger Cat propensity to turn the football over and have a 26-6 lead. The Ticats looking for their first touchdown in 4 home games now. Willie Quinney into the game for the injured Brock Ralph. 4-man rush from the Argos, and they've got pressure. And Moss is incomplete with an intended pass to Holmes. In case you're just joining us, the game summary tonight: Damon Allen has done it. He has passed Warren Moon as the all-time pro football passing leader. He did it with a 29-yard shovel pass and run to Arlen Bruce. Holmes finally getting his hands on the football has had a red-letter day here in Hamilton. And the Argo touchdown makers, Bruce, Johnson, and Parker. The turnover is the big story for the Tiger Cats.
It was a 12-6 game until they went for it 3rd and 2 at their own end, which you should never do, Mark.
Here's Moss with time. Throws it incomplete, intended for Mike Morelli, trying to come back to the ball, but pressure again from the Argos. Pressure with 3-4 men rushing the quarterback.
Well, you know now the Argos are saying, well, they got to throw the ball. It's 2nd and 10 or 3rd and 10, and here he gets the pressure, throws off his back foot, doesn't get a lot on it as he's getting wrapped up. Morelli tries to make the one-handed grab, and now they'll have to punt it away.
The Argo defense, as we mentioned earlier, has shut out opposing offenses in the 4th quarter for the last 3 games, and are so stingy when it comes to passing touchdowns. They lead the league, allowing only 8. And that's the predicament the Ticats are in here as Fleming punts it away. Livingston at his 15-yard line. Bashar Livingston breaks 1 tackle and another. Finally, Ray Marius and Lawrence Gordon swarm him to limit that return. A 35-yard punt, no return, and dejection here at Ivor Wynn.
I love being the Reactant Man. Reactant lets me help people relieve their allergy symptoms, like Julie, who never thought she could enjoy a day faced with so much pollen and ragweed.
No wonder Reactant's now the #1 selling allergy medication in Canada. Take action with Reactant.
Rolaids Soft Chews. The delicious taste that's chewy, not chalky.
Inside that laser pointer is something familiar, a battery. And if you think all batteries are the same, consider this. Deep in the jungle, the Amazon conservation team is using both ancient wisdom and modern GPS technology to map and save the rainforest. And to power every GPS, they trust only Duracell. So whether you're studying the rainforest or saving it, it just has to work. Duracell, trusted everywhere.
Hurry into the Best Buy Labor Day sale. This week, all laptops, all televisions, all MP3 players, and more are on sale. Best Buy.
Saturday, September 9 on Sports Saturday, Track and Field's ultimate prize is on the line, a $1 million jackpot. It all comes down to this. Don't miss the exciting conclusion to the world's best track and field series, the Berlin Golden League, this Saturday at 1 on CBC television. 6.5 minutes to go in regulation time, a 26-6 Argo lead. And first down for Damon Allen and the Argos. On the ground they go. Jeff Johnson running hard as Rob Hitchcock finally makes the tackle in what looks like a first down carry for Jeff Johnson.
Well, here's where this re-emphasized running game of the Argonauts comes in handy. You got a 20-point lead. You want to work that clock. 6 minutes left. The way to do that is run the ball, pick up your first downs by running it. And Jeff Johnson's off to a good start there, picked up the first down.
Back to that low-risk philosophy, the new philosophy in Toronto. Let your defense hold the other team and play conservative football. Here's a naked bootleg. Allen side winding this one to David Azzi. Azzi in front of Lawrence Gordon fights his way to what looks like another Argo first down. Azzi, the young man out of the University of Ottawa in his first season with the Argos, third in the CFL.
This is what I meant by Damon's arm strength still being as strong. Watch, he just slings it like a shortstop turning a double play. You know, just drops down a little bit and flips it out there, but that's still a 35, 40-yard pass by just flipping it.
Allen stays in the game. Pinball flashing his trademark smile. Would you keep Allen in the game? I know he's only played 5 games now because of the finger injury, but this is Hamilton, it is Ivor Wynn, and
20 points, it's not over yet. I mean, if you're thinking that it's over, it's not over. There's time in the CFL to come back, but I don't know. I'm the same guy that would go for it 3rd and 2 in my own end, so.
Yeah, you have flip-flopped on that. You should be a politician.
Yes.
But Jeff Johnson is the man who is carrying the mail right now, and he's over 100 yards all-purpose tonight on offense in place of the injured John Avery.
I think with a new philosophy with the Argos of running the ball, but then also utilizing your back as a receiver, Jeff Johnson is the perfect back for this type of offense.
7-yard average for Johnson on a touch. Here's Allen. He wants more, loading up for Tony Miles, and Miles can't get to the football. Well covered on the play by Joaquin Bradley. It'll be a 3rd down, 8 yards to go situation, and the Argos will punt.
Well, the Ticats have done a good job of not letting up the deep pass. I mean, they've let up plays that have been completed underneath with great runs like Arlan Bruce's touchdown, but they've covered some very good receivers well deep. Tony Miles got great speed, well covered by Bradley.
Prefontaine standing inside his 25-yard line. The Argos running the clock. Ticats look like they've got the block on. Desperate for anything here. No, they're going to set up the return. And Prefontaine shanks this one. It bounces at the 25. Quinney will draw the no yards penalty, and he's tackled immediately. You're watching the CFL on CBC.
Before class, waiting for Mike, Mike's hair, and his new 1 gig phone. 280 songs? Let's go. Make myself dizzy? Forget the map. Song 20, first stop. At song 75, need sleep but can't. So we dance till song 95. That's my bed. Who needs sleep anyway? Ahoy, matey, you're cute. Arr, poor guy. Food down, music up. The water calls us. So does Steve's mom again. 280 songs done, 280 new memories. Let's push play and get back to school.
Antonius Bonner called for no yards. It's a 5-yard penalty. Ticats will scrimmage first down at their 29-yard line. 4 minutes and counting left in the 4th quarter. Brock Ralph back in the game on offense. 5-man rush, and there's pressure on Moss. He breaks away, now throws a flat pass, and Holmes has it on the gallop, and Holmes makes a first down. Both Moss and Holmes scrambling there to make some yardage and move the sticks.
great reaction play by two great athletes. I mean, Jason gets the pressure, steps up, like the Damon Allen, flipping it to the side to Corey Holmes. I mean, this is what, and we were talking about the coaching regime that left, you know, talking about you got to do this, this, and this, almost robotic. Try to get out of that. Try to react, make plays on the go. That's an example of that.
John Sullivan is telling us that Moss has more flexibility now to improvise, calling his own plays. Standing in the pocket, finally gets it away in a crowd. It's intercepted again. Khalil Carter has it for the Argonauts, and he's heading back downfield, gets some blocks, and finally brought to the turf at the 30-yard line. The 4th interception thrown tonight by Jason Moss.
Yeah, just so many steamboats. I don't know how many he had that time, at throwing into a lot of pressure on those crossing routes. And
Khalil Carter with the interception, returning it 43 yards.
Where performance and design cross over, something bold and unexpected is bound to happen. Introducing the all-new Mazda CX-7. Turbocharged, direct injected, and like every Mazda, it all comes back to
Easy there, not too much paint. And so we dab, we dab, we dab, we dab.
For expert advice and more, count on Rona, the how-to people.
Very good. You've got strong hands. Ready for the second color?
Time to travel first class? Cash and Cars Lottery for Cancer is back. Grand prizes are $1 million in cash, a Lamborghini Gallardo, and a Bentley Continental GT. Take multiple trips with the early bird prize. 50 hours of flying time for you and your friends on a luxurious private jet. 1 in 15 chances to win. Your ticket helps in the fight against cancer. Help us save lives through research and prevention. Visit cashandcarslottery.ca. Hurry, 55% sold.
Well, nobody feels worse than Jason Moss, so I'm not going to belabor the point, but turnovers,
right,
another factor tonight.
Well, take a look at the last play, and I don't know what type of route has you ending up with 3 receivers all in the same area, and if we could stop it right about there. We got one ducking his head right there. We got one going for the ball, one right there. Now we got 4 guys on defense right around it too, so it's just offensively, I don't understand how you could end up with that many receivers right there. And don't duck your head when the ball comes.
No. Michael Bishop now into the game, a quarterback for the Argos, back to pass in the flats, overthrowing Jeff Johnson with that big arm of his. Damon Allen now out of the game after leading his team to a 20-point margin here with 2:37 to go, and accomplishing the historic milestone of becoming the first Canadian CFL quarterback to lead the world in all-time passing yards.
And he said he wanted to do it in a winning effort, and he did that tonight. They win games with their defense, but offensively they don't turn it over, and they make the plays when they have to.
Bishop scrambling now, goes to the backside. He'll run, gets past Hitchcock, who gets a piece of him with his arm to bring him down, and he'll be close to a first down. Allen chatting with the fans here in Hamilton, and here are his final yards, just over 200 through the air, 2 touchdowns, but efficient, no interceptions, and the new record.
Very efficient. That is such a typical Damon Allen outing. Is the Argo fans are chanting Damon.
10-yard penalty.
And why not? You play 22 years, you throw for over 70,000 yards, you break Warren Moon's record. Tonight's his night.
Hey, he's 43 years of age, still starting at the elite skill position, quarterback in this league. Longevity usually reserved by the kickers in football, but he's doing it as a quarterback, and those are his numbers so far, moving ahead of Warren Moon.
Yeah, I guess there's only 2 guys still, Danny McManus and Brett Favre on that list still playing.
Bishop in the shotgun, throwing, and it's intended for Chad Rimple. He can't pull it in. It's incomplete. Got some time now to check your Rona game notes, starting with the Argos.
Over the moon offensively. Well, it happened. He broke the record. New pro football passing leader. Great accomplishment, but more importantly, they won the football game, and as you said, they had a very efficient night. Defensively, not sure if they quieted the fans early, but ultimately forced the 7 turnovers that were the difference in this football game.
Allen with his family now. And there's Justice, his grandson, wearing the number 9 with Grandpa. And there's Mitch, or rather a touchdown pass to the end zone. Arlen Bruce pays a price, but hangs on to the Bishop pass. Oh, did he get leveled? But he hung on. Arlen Bruce.
Well, remember early in the game, he took that hit from Cody that was setting the tone. Labor Day, baby, here we come. Well, this is the type of receiver Arlen Bruce is. Comes back, and watch him go to the highest point again. Go up like you're getting a rebound. Yeah, Wayne Shaw gives you a hit, but you know what? You caught the touchdown pass. That's what's important.
Love to hear what Bruce Almighty had to say after that one. His 4th touchdown catch of the year. The Argos' leading receiver makes it 24 Toronto points off turnovers. Oh, a little Tiger Woods putt to celebrate. He was the boxer earlier. Now he's the golfer.
Well, he played that. You see, it broke to the right. He played that well. He is their go-to guy from a receiving standpoint, and everyone needs that. But boy, he goes after the ball. We saw the touchdown, the shovel pass earlier, as we see Eakin warming up on the sideline.
Bishop with the touchdown pass. Bruce, another memento from Labor Day. Steve Mariucci in on the Argo bench, enjoying the night. Former quarterback coach for Allen at Cal State Fullerton. Former coach at the 49ers, where Bruce once played. And let's check in with Arlen Bruce, who's been wearing the mic tonight.
No. No, I'm giving it to you. My ball back.
He wants
my ball back.
Yeah, he scored the touchdown. You know, so much goes to the quarterbacks.
The Argos on the verge of their 4th straight win after being 2-5 and looking rudderless at the beginning of the season.
I like that though. No, I box.
4 wins in this 5-game series against East Division opponents, and with the win tonight will move above 500 and into sole possession of 2nd place ahead of Winnipeg, and now 1 win away from the Montreal Alouettes. Holmes now on special teams, chipped up by Carter, and coming to rest at the 47-yard line.
And of course, they have the
Kevin
Ticats this week.
Now coming into the game at quarterback, as we check your Rona game notes for the Cats.
Well, offensively, home sweet home. Well, they got the field goal at home, so they broke that. But more importantly, Corey Holmes came to play today. 164 yards for the scrimmage. That's his best production of the year. 2nd best coming in against the Argos earlier in the season. But I think they found it back in Corey Holmes. Defensively, Holy Mackinac, what's been going on? They let up 99 points in the last 2 football games. Well, in the second half, when it mattered the most, they allowed 3 touchdowns, but really kind of put on their heels by the turnovers offensively.
Kevin Eakin, a quarterback in the shotgun to mop up here. And his first pass hits the turf, incomplete. And the few fans who are left derisive in their appreciation. Eakin has thrown 6 interceptions this year and no touchdown passes. And Bob Young, the owner of the Tiger Cats, has been remarking on how his organization has been able to lead the league in not selling winning in this park. But after a while, your product is on the football field, and season tickets are up for renewal after this season. One Cat fan saying he left 5 minutes into the game last week with the score 10-1 and never came back. There's another interception, and it's Byron Parker again heading to the end zone. Touchdown. Parker's second interception touchdown of the game, the 7th pick thrown by Ekum this year. And for Parker, his 4th interception of the season, and that season has been in the last 4 games.
Wow, that was just...
And Rob Katz, the chief operating officer, and the new general manager, Marcel Desjardins, can hardly contain themselves. They're doing a slow smolder up in the booth.
Well, it was a great football game with the Ticats moving the ball offensively. This is just a dismal decision, throwing off your back foot while you're getting hit. Receiver sitting, waiting for the ball. Not so much Terry Vaughn's fault, but just throwing that off your back foot, not getting any zip on it to the sideline, which we saw earlier what happens. Wow, that's
like synchronized swimming.
You need the feet up in there waving.
47-yard interception return for a touchdown, and another hard night for Ron Lancaster. 3 touchdowns for Parker.
Back in res, 280 songs on my new 1 gig phone, week before class, 4 friends, let's go. Destination, who knows, no AC, but by song 5 we make our own. Song 20, Ginny calls a stop, good luck, she can't say I didn't warn her. Song 85, what the have to stop, made a new friend, wonder if he drives. Cooled off at song 145 and danced till song 165. 280 songs done, 280 stories to tell. Push play and let's head back.
A reminder, the CFL on CBC traveling to Toronto next Saturday for the return engagement of this home-and-home series between the Ticats and Argos. It all begins from Rogers Centre at 2:30 Eastern with the pregame show. Ticats and Argos, the CFL on CBC, the Argo faithful hanging in here as the Ticats have gone, in terms of time now, 4 home games in a row without scoring a touchdown. Damon Allen being feted, Steve Mariucci, the family, the Allen family, all on the sidelines, and the Argos savoring the historic night for their leader as Damon Allen becomes the all-time leader in pro football in career passing. Kickoff goes out of bounds from Prefontaine, so the Ticats will be able to scrimmage at the 45. Now, let me remind you, when the Ticats went for it on 3rd and 2 in their own end, the score was 12-6.
It was. That is obviously the turning point of the football game. They went for it for 3rd and 2. They got stuffed on a great play by Mike O'Shea. And, well, what's it been, 31 points since then? I don't know what it's been, but it's now 40-6. That was the play of the game. I mean, at the time, I thought, yeah, go for it. Hudson wheels back in, blocks O'Shea. I think he got momentum. No matter what happens, they have not scored a touchdown and or a field goal since that point.
31 Argo points off turnovers. Shovel pass, and Kojo Adu fumbles the football. There's another turnover, and this is becoming ridiculous. Clifford Ivory now racing it back inside the Hamilton zone, and he's knocked out of bounds. DJ Flick coming back. The flag on the play at the 35. But this is just too much to bear.
No, and it's been too much to bear for weeks now, to the point of embarrassment for the Tiger Cats. And I gotta say, Mark, I mean, you come into this football game with Hamilton without really,
illegal block,
as we hear the call,
Toronto
an offensive coordinator,
10-yard penalty,
not a, you have a broadcaster down as your offensive line coach, no stability on who's running the offense, and this is a professional football game, mind you. So you go in that way, maybe you're expecting an outcome of only 6 points.
9 turnovers tonight by the Cats, 5 interceptions. 8 last week. That's 17 turnovers in 2 games. How can you possibly expect to win a game doing that?
Well, obviously they haven't won many games, but they have actually moved the ball early in this game and early in the second half, moved the ball, but turnovers, hold on to the football. I mean, geez.
Shar Livingston in the backfield. He takes the handoff from Bishop. Livingston going off tackle, still on his feet, breaks the tackles, and shoestringed from behind. Down to the sidelines, here's Brenda.
Well, Dave, and Coach Clemens was saying the team that handled distractions best this week was going to win the game, and you had one big one. How did it feel to finally break that record?
Well, the great thing is the fact that, you know, we were winning the ball game. It was a close ball game at the time, and to be able to, you know, make a play and have a play called to one of your favorite receivers and not knowing where I was. But, you know, Arlen made a great, you know, move and run after the catch and end up scoring the touchdown. But it feels great to be able to win the ball game, and now you can celebrate, you know, your accomplishments. But, you know, there's still ways for us to go. My goals are to win the championship.
How much of a distraction was it for you?
Well, to me, it wasn't that much of a distraction. I just think that it was just part of my path and the things I have to go through due to the many years I've played. And so for me, you know, I try to really keep it simple, that I have to come out here and execute, you know, be sharp on offense. And if I was sharp, then, you know, the possibility of the record, you know, happening and, you know, had a lot to do with that. So I had to really focus on the game at hand.
Congratulations on the win and the record.
Yes, and so now we can just, I guess, pad the numbers after that now.
That's right.
It's all gravy from here. As the Argos try to run out this clock mercifully on the Tiger Cats. Let's look at the way Damon Allen has gained those yards with all the different teams he's played on in this league. 6 different teams.
Yeah, 6 different teams. Look, even down in Memphis for a year where he threw for 3,200.
Most of the yards with the BC Lions, of course, in the 7 seasons he played there.
Major foul, face mask, Hamilton 95.
He's
First
like
down.
that bottle of wine, getting better with age. Last year, the most outstanding player in the CFL for the first time in his career. The year before that, MVP in the Grey Cup. He's won 4 Grey Cup titles. And now at the age of 43, savoring this accomplishment, surpassing Warren Moon as the all-time passing leader in pro football history. And he still wants to play next year when the Argos host the Grey Cup.
Yeah, he's just going to keep piling on those yards. He start working on his rushing yards and passing a few of those guys on that list.
Final seconds. 19 left on the clock. The Toronto Argonauts will win 4 in a row, move into sole possession of second place in a remarkable turnaround after losing Damon Allen on the 3rd play of their home opener to a broken finger on his passing hand. He has played 5 games this season.
Well, with the 6 points they've allowed tonight in their last 4 football games, they've allowed 29 points.
That'll do it. As the clock ticks to 0, Damon Allen clutching the ball in which he set the record tonight here at Ivor Wynn. He'll never forget Labor Day 2006. Allen moving to the top of a class field of quarterbacks in pro football as the Argos win 4 in a row and extend the Ticat losing streak to 4 games with a big win here tonight.
The CFL on CBC. Brought to you by Rogers Wireless. Rogers brings you the latest MP3 phones.
The best show jumping has to offer. The most talented athletes from around the world. How do you define world-class sport? Don't miss the CN International at the Spruce Meadows Masters, Sunday, September 10th.
Get ready for big-time football. It's the at-home rematch of the Labor Day Classic. Get your single game seat ticket when the Eskimos host the Calgary Stampeders Friday, September 8th, beginning at 7 p.m. The Edmonton Eskimos. Big-time football. Big-time fun.
Hurry into the Best Buy Labor Day sale. This week, all laptops, all televisions, all MP3 players, and more are on sale. Best Buy.
Dodge Ram Heavy Duty. With the power and durability of a legendary Cummins turbo diesel, you can do it all.
Do I know you from somewhere?
Just listen to the music of the traffic in the city. Linger on the sidewalk where the neon signs are pretty. How can you lose?
Introducing the Urban Package from Fido. 400 anytime minutes and unlimited incoming calls for $30 per month.
Downtown, things will be great when you're downtown.
It's more than enough time to enjoy life in your city.
Well, like the old school report cards, the effort was better, but the achievement wasn't from the Hamilton Tiger Cats. Another bad loss at home. Earlier on in the game, Corey Holmes was running away with this award, but there it is. The obvious winner, Damon Allen, on that 29-yard shovel pass to Arlen Bruce, the touchdown that broke Warren Moon's record for most yards by a professional quarterback. Well, Hamilton regains the story, and Sean, some big questions they're going to have to answer. First of all, 4 times in the last 2 games in short yardage, third down, they can't get it.
Well, like you said, Elliot, A for effort, but unfortunately you don't get 2 points for A's in this particular game. And as far as I'm concerned, the Hamilton coaching staff really let down their players. It was 3rd and 2. The Hamilton Tiger Cats go for it. At that point in the game, it's 6-12. Earlier in the game, they're in the exact same situation. They punted away. They should have done the same here. That would have given them a chance to keep going and maybe win this game.
All right, they showed they can use Corey Holmes properly, but David, what do you do at quarterback?
I think Jason needs to take some time, get a little therapy, because he looks
12-step program.
He really looks shell-shocked right now, and I hate to see a guy like this being in this situation. So take some time and maybe, you know, get his head back together and be the guy we expect.
Well, you know what, Marcel Desjardins, new general manager of the Hamilton Tiger Cats, went, what have I gotten myself into? He is going to have a lot of work. But keep in mind, like Sean said, it was 12-6 with 10 minutes left in the 4th quarter. This was a close football game. And all of a sudden, so what has been good? The offensive line was good. Corey Holmes was good. I thought the defense was pretty good. Held the Toronto offense to 207 yards passing. That's not bad, but they have a long ways to go. I think quarterback might be a way you start.
All right, now they will have to do this all over again in a short week in Toronto. That's our game next Saturday afternoon. The post-game show continues in just a couple of seconds. What a day for Jeff Johnson, over 100 yards combined in place of Ricky Williams and John Avery.
When it comes to my hair color, there's one game I refuse to play. The guessing game, which is why I use L'Oreal's new Natural Match. Now the color I want is the color I get.
With its shade selector service, Natural Match helps you select the shade that looks naturally best on you and the tone that looks best on your skin.
Transforming color from natural to supernatural. Won't go too dark, won't look artificial. Guessing game over, and I'm worth it.
New Natural Match hair color, only by L'Oreal Paris.
Find your natural match at naturalmatch.ca.
It's the ultimate sofa sale at United Furniture Warehouse. Every single sofa is on sale. All fabric sofas are only $3.99 when you buy the matching love seat. United Furniture Warehouse. If you need a sofa, this is the real deal.
Hurry into the Best Buy Labor Day sale. This week, all laptops, all televisions, all MP3 players, and more are on sale. Best Buy.
It's the ultimate sofa sale at United Furniture Warehouse. Every single sofa is on sale. All fabric sofas are only $3.99 when you buy the matching love seat. United Furniture Warehouse. If you need a sofa, this is the real deal.
He should be smiling. He's the #1 passer in the history of professional football, and more importantly to him, his team did it in a win. Here's what we're looking forward to in the next week. Calgary and Edmonton, short week, 3 days off before the next game Friday night on TSN. Saturday afternoon, it's the track and field, the Berlin Golden League here on CBC. A $1 million prize at stake. And then after that, the pregame show from Toronto, 2:30 Eastern, 11:30 a.m. Pacific. geez, wondering what Ron Lancaster and the Tiger Cats are going to try then. Hope you all had a great long weekend. Good news for the parents. The kids are back in school tomorrow, and so will Jason Moss in the Hamilton Tiger Cat locker room.
CBC Sports, Canada's Olympic Network, home of the champions.